Works.
So
Let's see. Hold on. And yeah. Okay. We
now
should
it's
be,
on.
should be.
The thing that was funny was Brian's last show. I finally figured out how to adjust the headphones. And the whole time he was here, I was turning the wrong knobs.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was a little side note. I didn't want to bring it up that big because I didn't want to get made fun of. I don't know how to do that shit. I just bitch when I can't hear.
That's
I'm not
funny.
used to taking care of other people's
That's
not
super
being able
good.
to hear.
That cracks me up. It took you that long.
The last show.
The last show he's here. How long? How many shows was he here? Like 12 weeks or
The
something?
last show. The last show of the quicksand. The
The
bloop,
quick-
bloop, 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 bloop.
bloop. So did you?
No, I did not go. I didn't
Uh,
shed a tear because he left.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Is if you went home and
Cried it out.
cried it out.
No. No, I went home and yelled in a pillow. We're gonna have to raise that, can we? The TV. It's right in the view of my viewing. The camera is. Or I could lower that. Or we could just.
this one?
Well, yeah, the whole thing kind of. Yeah, we could just not do cameras this time. Okay, we're gonna do cameras.
Well, everybody wants cameras.
Nobody wants cameras.
Everybody wants to look at us. See what we look like. Ooh,
No one.
No
That
one
was Siri.
cares, Siri. Shut up, Siri.
Siri. Sorry.
Soda.
You should be. There should be some kind of function where you could tell Siri,
To shut the.
get the fuck back in the cage.
I have Irish Siri now.
And they're like, I do too.
I like her.
That's funny.
She's really nice.
That's funny that
Super
you
fine.
used Irish too. I did too.
I want some Irish Siri.
Yeah.
So you.
She says 820. Funny.
Do you want me? Do you want to keep this channel on, or do you want to?
No, let's get it to the Mavericks. This team's done.
Yeah.
That was a. I'm already calling for Woodard to go.
The hook.
Yeah.
Getting the hook. Mate, you
It's
think
embarrassing.
he'd do better if he did cocaine?
I just want him back.
Washington. What is Washington doing? He didn't go to another team, did he?
I think he's a base coach again for the Athletics, I think.
Is he really? That I did not know.
Yes.
I might have to turn that down. It may be a little loud. Unless you want to hear Derek Harper and Dana Larson talk.
Dana Larson has a nice dress on.
Is that how we
I think you can still say that. You
Is
can
that
still
how we
tell a
address
woman
things
that
these days?
she has a nice dress on, right?
You're wearing a nice dress.
Can you not? Are we to the point where we can't do that? We can't say
Most-
nice dress,
Most women I know,
especially with the cum stain on it?
well, that's where you drew the line. And we were all going good.
That dress would look really good if there was a cum stain on it, Dana Larson.
Jesus.
That's how every
mean-
man that's married should compliment their wife at the next when they go to church next on Sunday. Jen, wow, that dress looks lovely. What am I talking about? You don't fucking go to church.
I follow in your footsteps.
So, but seriously, anyone that listens to us that goes to church and has a wife, or I guess you could have a husband.
You want to have them do secret
Just
audio
say-
where they
yeah,
record
secret
the
audio
Man, that dress
and-
looks good. It'd look a lot better with a cum stick.
Yes.
And send us that secret audio.
What a great way to go to church.
Or like if your wife's getting ready to go to work in the morning, although no one works, no one
Yeah.
leaves their house these days.
No, fuck no, no one works.
So never mind. If you ever,
How about just break the tension and fucking tell it to whoever you're stuck at home with? That
There you go.
hey, that shirt would look nice. It would look a lot nicer if there was a big fat wad of jizz on there. Even a adolescent watery jizz would be fine.
adolescent watery seed.
Semen. Oh man,
I wish I knew what the name of that song was.
it's
Going to
that,
be.
isn't it?
No, none of our songs have real names. All right, is that into the dry intro? You ready to go? I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
You ready to roll?
I'm spicy today.
I am too, and I really like it when the track view in Logic, because we record the show in Logic, is real nice and petite. It's just us, the Mac,
Yeah.
and the intros, and
Mhm.
they sound a little something like this.
Mhm.
I want to watch you blow your load liquor.
This episode of the
Guys, last kicker.
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program
Go to
contains
YouTube,
graphic
even though no
material,
one plays with us
including
anymore.
offensive language. Viewer discretion is
There's
advised.
two in there.
COVID-19, I will eat your ass. COVID-19, I will eat my neighbors. I will eat your ass. Win! My superpower is being honest. Eat! I'm not letting my kids die.
And your kids died too.
In the name of Jesus, I will eat your ass. I'll blow on you. I will eat your ass first.
Drink the black rain. Faces devastation. Darkening the sky. In a death by hurricane. Nobody survives, we all die. Behold the black sunrise. Away from the night. Black fire in the sky. Black fire in the sky.
Show number 384. It is Tuesday, 8/25/20.
24th, I think, right?
My little radar up here says 25.
Oh, Jesus. That's why I don't do anything for the show anymore, because I always do it wrong.
8/25/20.
Because
Hey,
I'll adjust your headphones the wrong way the whole time you're on the show. Because I'm not a sound engineer.
A happy anniversary to everyone out there.
That's not why you
Who
hired
knows?
me. You didn't hire me to be a sound engineer.
I did not.
That's not my job here.
Your job is not to be a sound engineer.
And I will always fail you.
Your
if
job
I'm to be the sound engineer.
your job is for your wit
My wit or
and your knowledge
my man spit,
and your street
my-
knowledge
my penis spit
and cum stains.
on
Address.
a dress.
Which,
That's how you start a show off.
if you're listening to the YouTube,
You would know what we were talking about.
we've been doing what do we call it? A dry open on YouTube the last few weeks, and they're
Yeah, we talked about
Kinda
how much it
stupid.
sucked that the ticket did it, so I guess we're gonna do it now.
yeah.
Just
We're showing them how it's done.
this is how you suck up a dry intro worse than you're doing.
Yeah, way worse than you're doing.
I can't hardly listen to that stuff anymore, man. It's something about their chemistry. I
I-
want it to work, but man, dude, the dry intro and the intro music, it's not doing it for me, man.
I did some work the other day. I think was it Friday? No, it wasn't Friday. Thursday maybe.
I don't need Bob
was in the
Stern. I don't
garage
need him to
listening.
not be a sportsman. You know what I mean?
He's not. He doesn't fit in the Yuck Monkey world.
Yeah, he needs to stick to hardcore sports because I don't know. It's like a fake messiah type. I mean, he's who I go to for my knowledge
Yeah.
of all things sports. You know, and then I listen to Danny Bayless, not Dan McDowell, but Danny Bayless and Corby for all things Dallas, like I don't know, pop culture and just
And fun.
and fun stuff, fun dick jokes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. But
I don't need them making love.
What do you think of our buddy Jake? who's
I
on
think
that
he's
board
doing
over
great. Jake and Dan are working, I think.
there? I think that's a good
Except
show.
for
It's
Julie.
fun. You don't like Julie, do
I
you?
don't like she is Miss Obvious. I don't it's like never mind.
She's
I'm
fun
not gonna,
drunk.
Actually, I love her. She's awesome.
She's fun drunk.
I don't know. I've never taken her out for drinks.
I was just talking about all the stuff they record, or she calls in while she's drunk or on
Oh,
wine drunk.
well,
or whatever,
see,
and they
that's what she
record.
should do when she
That's
does
funny.
the show. I feel like
Just
not,
be wine drunk
not yeah,
every day.
yeah,
That
not
doesn't lead to alcoholism.
right. Just get wine drunk and hang out with Jake and Dan, but don't act like you're giving us some insides. And she should have an inside scoop for the stars. I mean, we all know.
Yeah, who her
But
husband
she just
is.
gives us the same thing that we already knew over and over and over again. Like you're supposed to know, some.
Yeah,
Tell us something we don't know. You got the scoop.
come on.
Drink a little wine. Get a little
And just
wine tipsy. You know,
put
and
on
tell
that
us the
dress.
Stuff. Whoa,
Get it dirty.
let the hubby get it dirty. Well, now we're gonna have some stars dude wanting
Yeah.
to beat our
Oh.
ass.
What, like,
I don't know.
Like the ghost of Darian Hatcher. He's not
Ooh.
dead, but you know.
Well, you know, Ludwig
I tried
wanted to beat my ass one time
Yeah.
at the Fantasy Ranch when I was
Oh, I
hanging
thought
out
you were
with
talking
old.
about. Didn't you play the show with? Didn't Steadfast play the show with us
Yeah.
at?
What do you mean? He was at the
Lone
I Was
Star.
Once Eaten show, wasn't he? When we played with the Booby Show, I think
Oh yeah.
He-
Him and
he was always up at Broncos.
Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny and Dime.
Dime wasn't alive then.
No, I'm talking about at Fantasy Ranch.
Oh no, yeah, Fantasy Ranch.
No, I went in, and I think I've told this story to you. I don't know if I've told it on the show. But my rock band, used to jam in front of Fantasy Ranch, which was convenient.
Like right outside in the parking lot.
Yeah, almost, man. And the
What
office
was in
building's
front
right
of
across.
there?
There was like, you know where the broadcasting school is now?
Yeah.
We rehearsed in that building. That
Oh,
was
the
that was
rehearsal
that was
space.
that was Johnson's dad's company,
Isn't
and
that
we rehearsed there.
like right next door is Universal, right?
No,
Now.
Universal is a little farther up and down the road a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It is really close,
Okay.
but it's not there. So we'd go over there. Johnson and I, and band people would go over there. You know, have a few beers, look at some boobies.
Go in the dungeon,
Yeah, do whatever.
get locked in that cage, and
Yeah.
they beat you.
Yeah, well, this is right after Craig Ludwig beat the fuck out of someone or did something really gnarly that was awesome, but really gnarly.
On the ice.
Right, and he got fined like over $15,000 for something. I can't remember what it was. So him and Dime come in. Dime starts talking to my buddy because they both knew this guitar teacher. And so I'm like, I'm one of the guys now. I'm a bro. So,
You might as well just put
Which
a
is
jersey
never-
on and hit the ice with them.
which is never a good thing. Never think you're the bro when you're hanging out with sports and athletes and famous people. You're not the bro
No.
at that point. You have to show up with them a few times.
And then you're the bro.
Then you might be part of the entourage, but you're not one of the bros.
To be a bro, you got to be called up.
You have
and
to
been
have
like,
a lot
"Hey,"
of stains on your shirt.
or you got to be like, "Hey, come over to the house, and
I
when
get
you
some
get
Coke."
here, when you get here, we'll party a little bit, and then we'll go somewhere and do something."
Yeah,
You got to be in that crowd.
yeah. But see, I wasn't. I was just some kid with a Metallica T-shirt. I shouldn't even been in there because you're supposed to have a tie on, but we knew the door girls
I never wore a tie in there.
on Tuesday, like you get in for free on Tuesday nights or something like that,
You've
or
got a
after
tie
a
on?
baseball game or something. They had some kind of deal going, but I never. We never did. But anyway, so I decided to go up to Craig Ludwig, who's a big dude, and he was even larger when he was playing.
All of them are.
Yeah, and
They're
I had
gigantic.
this was when I drank a lot. This was
Uh-huh.
old Matt.
You,
this was
you had a
unwo-
few pops.
This was the non-woke Matt.
Oh, what?
We were at a strip club, so I have to tell people that it was non-woke.
You were non-woke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I said, "Hey, that was fucking badass what you did, Ludwig. Fuck yeah, man, that was badass, dude. 15,000, worth it." And that dude looked at me with like fire in his eyes, like if you fucking don't get your hand, because I was all slapping him and happy and stuff like, "Yeah, bro," and it didn't go over well at all. Like I
And that's the night.
slowly, you know how when you see a rattlesnake out, you kind of slowly
Yeah.
back away.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I was like,
Did you talk to him the rest of the night?
hell no. I went to the other side of the bar. Me and Johnson went to another place because that's the thing. When
Did
those
you-
guys showed up, we never got any attention over
Did you
strip
keep
clubs.
looking at him like just kind of glancing over, going,
I-
"Is he still staring at me? Is he still watching me? Is he going to kill me? Am I going to die?"
No, I just
Please
kind of
don't
went to
kill
the
me.
corner and started shooting Jaegers. Those are my Jaeger days. Remember the Jaeger days?
Remember the Jaeger days? I never really lived off Jaeger like everybody else did.
Oh God, man! DFW for a while, if you were in a rock band for about, what, 15, 20 years?
Yeah.
It's when,
it was
it's
Jaeger.
when Pantera put out those fucking videos.
Yeah.
All those videos, Pantera 3 and all that.
And Blacktooth. I gotta give a Jaeger
Yeah, yeah.
Blacktooth. And
Then every fucking band in DFW decided they had to shoot Jaeger. One of the worst, nastiest alcohols ever.
I think when everybody was in their Jaeger days, I was
The Jaeger days.
in my vodka connoisseur days, where I was just going through every vodka I could put my hand on.
Were you drinking
and rating them?
Tito's yet?
I don't think Tito's was out,
I don't think it was either.
but Ciroc was.
Whose shitty guitar pick is this?
That would
The
be
fuck is
Dave.
this?
That
Huh?
would be Dave's, I think.
Tell Dave to get his shit out of my area.
Well, Dave and Peter came over this weekend. If we want to keep it on the sports page, Dave told me something that kind of blew my
He's
mind.
got a stain on his shirt.
No, but it has to do with the shirt. It has to do with the shirt I have on.
What is that? I
Did
didn't
you see
it.
it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Let me stand up.
It's a slick shirt. Looks like a wolf.
It is.
Is
Are
that
you ready
y'all's
for
team
this?
shirt?
No. It's almost our team
BB
shirt.
gun team shirt?
We're picking these up because of. I'm gonna show it to the
Oh,
camera.
man.
I'm gonna pick these up because of our singer. This is why we're getting into this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Is he playing rugby?
No, but Dallas is getting a professional rugby team.
Oh, and he's not going to try out for him?
And I don't know if James could survive right now. Could he?
I don't know. I mean, he's a pretty
James?
fierce dude.
Can you play rugby right now?
He could join the women's league. What are they going to be called?
Oh, did it not sound the back?
I might have. I'm not a good reader.
The coolest name ever.
What's that?
The Jackals.
Oh, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. They got to play that, right?
They got to play that. And
Chainsaw
Jackal
song.
has to show up every once in a while and cut
Yeah.
something down with a chainsaw, right?
Oh, that reminds me. You want to do a little ranting real quick?
Sure.
That's
'Cause
badass about the rugby team.
I've got a big ass rant I'm going to get into
So
later.
Jackal's got that dude Dupree's. Then I don't know if he still has that bar up in Sturgis, right? Didn't he have a bar up there?
I think yeah. I
don't-
remember seeing it on a show once.
So I don't know why this is breaking news. Oh, I think I broke another chair. I don't know why this is breaking news. Sturgis was a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Which Sturgis, I don't know. Would you? Man, I'm not into that. I don't think I'd enjoy that at all.
I want to go.
Remember that lady that said, "You want a wet pussy?" at that bar in Arlington?
Yeah.
We played with the dude from Pimpadelic. Remember that?
Yeah.
What was the name of that bar?
The gold
And
something.
She didn't even know she had our
gold
T-shirt
bar,
on.
The gold standard. The gold.
And she had our T-shirt on.
The
and
clam digger?
It was about to try the clam digger. And she was trying to give us. She was trying to make us pay a cover at first, and then she wanted us to lick her wet pussy.
The ham wallet.
The clam wallet,
It may have been one of
the
those.
prison wallet.
It's gold something.
I don't.
The gold nugget.
Gold nugget. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Well,
Don't we have a flyer for it?
yeah. That's what I imagine hanging out at Sturgis is like. Just a bunch of
You got to remember, there's also a lot
bunch
of
of
money up there.
saggers.
But there is a lot of money up there. You got a bunch of doctors and lawyers
Yeah.
that go up there, and then they take their women who have all been surgically enhanced,
Right, but
because
there's
they
a
have the
lot.
money,
I bet
and then
there's a
they
lot
just
that hasn't.
spray paint themselves and drive around on a motorcycle, which seems extremely safe. I'm going to
Yeah.
ride a motorcycle all over, is it North Dakota?
Hills.
Sturgis? Hills,
Yeah.
without a shirt on,
Yeah.
just spray painted, and your
With
boobies flapping in the wind,
Big balloons behind me in case you fall off the bike.
and then you fall off.
Well, at least you wouldn't get a concussion.
True. Or if you went off a bridge into a river, had flotation devices.
Fuck. You all right? How's your titties, bitch?
What's funny
We had a
is,
wreck.
what's funny is, just today, I had a coworker lay his motorcycle down
Oh,
on
sorry.
his way to work.
T's and P's.
It's the flat earther.
Well, okay, so anyway, the big news, because you've seen videos of this, Sturgis.
Oh, I
It's
thought-
like nut to butt everywhere you go.
yes,
All the bars.
to Smash Mouth.
To Smash Mouth plays it?
They just played it. No,
Okay.
They showed a giant crowd. No one had
Well,
any
see,
masks on.
I'm already out then. That's their lineup. Their
Yeah.
big headlining gig is Smash the Shrek dude.
And Fozzy.
Somebody told me what was gonna on me.
And Fozzy, which
Good
is Chris
Lord.
Jericho's band.
Nice. Okay, well, yeah, they had a COVID outbreak. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
Shocking.
shocking.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Buck Cherry. You want me to keep going? I just
Yeah,
found a whole
no.
list of these. You want me to keep going?
You know, Buck Cherry had me thrown out of their show because we were making fun of their opener at Deep Ellum Live.
Oh, well, here's a good one. I would have gone and seen Kill Switch.
Oh yeah, Killswitch played Sturgis.
Saliva. Flaw.
Flaw.
Night Ranger. I didn't even know.
Night
Flaw was still
Ranger?
there. Great White. The place burned down.
I don't know if I'd watch Great White.
Motionless in White.
Wait. Time out. Great White just had a outbreak or had a show where they didn't wear a bunch of masks and stuff, and we're like, look at us.
We're Great
We're
White.
American patriotics. Da-da-da. And so they went too. So why are we so surprised that there was a breakout at this fucking redneck festival? Well, you don't know how we got that COVID.
38 Special. Jackal. All right, here's a show I would have gone to.
Slipknot.
On August 14th.
The Juggalos.
No.
Or not the Juggalos. What are they called? The
The
Insane.
Eagles of Death Metal.
Oh, yeah.
Crowbot.
They were at Sturgis?
Skillet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I'm
And
off on this.
Buckstone Cherry.
Never heard of them.
I think they were the other one, the Buck Cherries something.
They're the rivals of
No.
Buck Cherry.
Buck Cherry played 2 nights before. And then to close out Sturgis, who's a better band for a big biker crowd
Motley Crue.
to get into? Huge. You're the biggest headliner of Sturgis. Let's do
Motorhead.
this. That's what you think, right? How about Bone Thugs and Harmony?
What? Well, it's BLM, man. We're in it. That makes sense. How do you think that went over with a bunch of those fucking rednecks up there?
I don't know.
What the hell's this, man?
I'd
Like
like
the
to see
real
some
ones. I'm not
video.
talking about the fake ones. Not
No,
the
not the
South
fake
Lake,
ones.
not the South Lake Harley crew and the Keller booze fighters. I'm not talking about those guys.
Talking about, I told you about the motorcycle fight I saw a
You saw a
couple
motorcycle fight?
weeks ago, right?
No.
I was working nights on Race Street down
was a
here.
fight?
in That God, what's the name of that bar? That biker bar that's down there that serves pizza, Dino's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're sitting there
that place
working
is
at the
good,
end of the
actually.
street. Yeah, the pizza's really good. We're sitting there working, and all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like 30
big-
cop cars zoom in on the place, and so we're at the end of the block, and so we're
Yeah.
like, hey, let's walk down here and see what's going on. And out come watching a bunch of banditos that were causing shit in there, and the cops
Ha.
forced them all out,
Fuck.
and they all loaded up like 20, 30 of them on bikes and rode off all together with their support
Yeah.
vehicles and stuff. And
I don't think I would get it. I don't even think I'd get an invitation to be a bandito or a booze fighter. Even
Would you-
I wouldn't. I'd wobble around. I'd get wobble on the bike, and they'd be like, "What is this guy? Is he?
Yeah.
You say he's
you
cool?"
seem like the biker type.
I mean, I just don't think I have the bikerness.
I have no desire.
No, I don't
think they're-
either.
I think that-
I don't understand why people do it in the city.
I think bikers are cool.
Too
I think
scared.
what they do is cool. The bikes are freaking badass. How much money you
Oh,
can
yeah.
put in them and customize
They
them and
sound
stuff.
cool.
Really, really cool. Really awesome.
I like it when they rev
Some
them up under
badass
the
old
bridge
stuff.
and scares the shit out of you. Makes you almost go into head
Literally,
on into
yeah.
traffic.
And I'm talking about the bikers that are building big bikes,
Yeah,
Not-
road kings and shit.
not little Kawasaki Ninjas and your little Chinese.
I don't know if they let those guys
motorcycles.
in, man.
No. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to motorcycles, the big bikes,
I'm out on all of them.
and I
But they look
dig
cool.
what they're doing. I would never ride one. I would never
Ride
want to be in a
through
biker
this
gang. I don't need to ride through this world all alone.
No, man.
And if I did have a bike, though, I'd go Italian and get me a Ducati.
I'm sorry, a Dookie?
Ducati.
Man, yeah, me neither. I wasn't when I was in college. I wasn't into the fraternity thing, and it wasn't just. I mean, I like girls, and I liked boobs and
But
soft
you didn't want to
skin
have to
and
blow
all
some
that.
guy just to hang out with a bunch of
Yeah,
other guys.
I wasn't into giving my friends blowjobs and doing circle jerks and paying $175 a month
You have to pay to be in a frat?
I think you have to do that in bike gangs too. Am I wrong?
Well, it depends on the bike gang. Sometimes you got to give up your old lady to the
I thought
rest
that
of the
was all of
guys
them.
on the crew. They got to have their turn with her.
Yeah. Which guys, if you're dating a woman who's been in a relationship with someone that's in a bike gang, you might want to get checked, buddy.
For COVID, at least.
Yeah, especially if she went
Never
to
know.
Sturgis.
Exactly.
Cunt.
So we have some breaking news.
No, I don't want to do sad breaking news.
You want to save
Not
it?
while we're ranting. Yeah, we'll save that for the end of the show.
You want me to go on my rant now?
I don't know. We didn't even
We're
do shoot the
jumping
shit,
around.
did we?
Well,
We got sidetracked with
I talked about
Sturgis
recording.
riding through this world.
I sat in here with the boys and recorded this weekend.
Oh yeah, what'd y'all record?
Everything. We have one guitar solo left. Other than that, it'll be vocals and we're done.
Oh, then we bring the vocalist in. What about my guest vocals? Are they still going on one of the tracks?
On that one.
Shit. Yeah.
So we'll have to figure that out.
Yep.
And then
And my royalties.
Friday, I took the day off and said, screw it.
Why'd you go AWOL?
Decided to go take some photos.
Was it
Leave the area.
non-scheduled?
It was non-scheduled.
Is anyone in the chat?
Yeah.
Is anyone listening to us at all?
Yeah. A bunch of
Um,
us are a bunch of people are listening.
are they?
Both ways, yeah.
Because I'm about to shut this thing down, man. Let's look at some of these numbers.
Why are you bringing
Zero
that up?
likes.
I thought we were talking about the shooting the shit. Is that what
Oh
you're
yeah,
shooting the
okay,
shit
yeah.
about?
Well, shoot. Okay, my bad. I just don't like these numbers I'm seeing at all. I don't think that people are telling people about us. We have 4 people watching. That's probably my mom, my sister, and your sister, because she's back in town now, and
And
Will,
then
because
someone
he
else.
wants to kill you right now.
We're gonna get into that, huh? So yeah, we recorded. It was fun.
And then you needed to get away.
We got to do some vocals and stuff. Well, we recorded Wednesday night. I recorded on Thursday, I think. Then I had to leave on Friday. I left I left at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. because I wanted to go catch some stars out under this bridge. But just went cruising around the upper hill country, some places I'd never been before. Man, there's some cool stuff down around that way,
Upper Hill Country,
like south
like north of
south of
Georgetown.
Yeah. I was just entering, like south of Hyco,
Yeah.
south of Glen Rose. Found
That's-
this freaking Norwegian church up on top of a hilltop in the middle of
Whoa.
nowhere,
Bet that was scary.
built in like 1836.
Dustin.
There was no one around,
Dustin, come here.
so I took some pictures of it. But
Put your
then I
tassels
was like,
on your nips.
what if the door's open?
Was it open?
Wide open. Go in, take a look, check the whole place out.
What if there's blood
It's
everywhere?
freaking badass. I would have taken pictures of that.
Did you take pictures of the church?
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'll probably post them maybe later, but it was way cool. And then some
That's bold,
community
man.
called Duffy or Doofy.
You did it
Why?
by yourself? Was no one with you? Dude.
The Holy Spirit.
Yeah. The Holy Spirit. I tooted.
I went to. I went. What does that have to do with the Holy Spirit?
I was going to tell a story, but I figured you weren't done with yours.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't that scary. It was pretty cool how it was.
Yeah.
But there's this community called Duffy. This is where I got weirded out, freaked out.
Duffy, like the vampire slayer?
No, that's Buffy. Doofy, Doofle,
Duff McKagan?
Duffy, something. I got a picture of the
Like
name
the
of the place,
bass player of Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, but they had an
Okay.
abandoned school and community center.
The
and
man. Luca.
A gym, a giant gym.
Yeah.
But I walked in this gym,
Jim?
and it had a stage at the far end, and then there was a stairway going down.
Ooh. Yeah, that's where they take the kids, when they need that extra discipline.
And I was like, it went down under the stage. I was like, I don't understand where this is going. None of this makes sense to me.
And they were just
because
like, you just go, Dustin. Just go. You just come here.
there was no one there.
And you shoved
was
your head kind of
abandoned.
down. You just go down there. We'll be there in a second.
No. And it was
What is that on my face?
it was creepy.
Did you end up with a stain on your shirt? A few stains?
Maybe.
That is creepy, man.
Ghost jizz.
Ooh. That's a good band name. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got to start
That's your-
copywriting all
that's
these
your
band
Halloween
names.
horror
Ghost
band name?
Jizz.
Ghost Jizz with Erie Lane and the Horrifics.
Ghost Jizz with Ghost. You'd have to open up for
That's
Ghost
fun.
if you're a Ghost Jizz, right?
Yeah,
That's only natural.
it is true.
Ghost Jizz.
You know,
Ghost Fister.
it's very rare. Did you do anything this weekend? Did you get anything cool? Anything going on?
Man, I had my family with me, and we celebrated my middle-aged daughter's birthday.
Nice.
Went to the pool, and just hung out. Introduced him to a lady friend of mine.
Is going to the pool cool now?
What
Like
do you
in the
mean?
apartment complex, is that a cool thing to do? No,
Yeah.
do you have to wear your mask around the pool?
No, they tried to do that, but everybody once they start drinking and shit, everybody kind of throws that out the window. We're not even supposed to be there past 6, which that doesn't happen.
Is it out the window?
Yeah, and it's a sweet ass pool. It's like a resort pool.
Really?
Yeah,
I want to come check that pool out.
you should. Me and Seth go down there and spank it.
Can you get some curry or anything around it really easy?
Thing reeks of that too, by the way.
The pool does?
Yeah.
Like, are they cooking it out there?
No, it's just surrounded, man.
Oh,
Nothing against it. Nothing against it. We don't need emails talking about how we make fun of curry.
well, I was just wondering because there's that big grill thing out there, kitchenette thing. People
No.
cooked it up and you could just go get some.
Yeah, but people are going to be like, "Oh, I know where he lives,"
Oh,
and then they're going to put 2 and 2 together and call you a racist.
probably.
Yeah, you don't have a free pass on that. You
don't
can't.
have
You
a free
can't make
pass.
fun of curry. Okay,
That's not a good
You gotta
swim
watch it.
food.
It's
you
curry.
Know? Yeah, can you imagine eating a bunch of that then going
No,
swimming?
I can't imagine eating curry anytime, much less when I'm going swimming.
Curry's good.
I don't like it.
I had to go to another country to find enjoyment.
Well,
in
see,
it.
that's what my lady friend said because I've been watching this series on Netflix about street food. Have you watched that? Any?
Is it Anthony Bourdain?
It's
Street
it's
food?
kind of like that, but it's just more about the. There's no real host. It's just strictly like you'll have kind of a narrator,
Yeah.
but there's no like commentation from like a personality like Bourdain. But they go to those street food places, and there's one about Asia, and there's one about Latin. I think are the two. I think there's only 2 seasons, but it's really good. And that's what my lady friend said. She said you probably had curry that was just kind of in a tube, like a bowl, like a
Yeah.
like a pre-made one
They
and
just
stuff.
squeeze it out
yeah,
of a
it's
big
just like
like a thing when they do the cakes.
like little Lulu's squeezing it out of her nipple at Walmart and just like here you go. Yeah, like a cake.
the cake thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, so that was my first impression of curry. I don't like Indian food. And that's not racist, okay? Just because I'm white and I'm a male, I can still have I can say I don't like Indian food, right? Dustin, can you say you don't like Indian food if you want to? That's not racist.
I'm not huge on Indian food, but when I went to
Yeah,
Africa and
he said he
Dubai, that's
he didn't like Indian food even when he went to Dubai.
you eat a lot of it, and that's where I fell in love with
Me.
it. But then everything tastes better over there.
That entitled asshole.
Uh,
Fuck you, Dustin.
I was trying to find where curry originated from. It is Indian, but
It couldn't have
Is
been
it
from
different?
something from anything like it. I bet you it's really old. The good stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, don't buy the bag stuff at Walmart. I don't know why they even try to
You
do that.
shouldn't
Why
buy-
they even try to make? Don't make a we don't need a Costco version or a Sam's Choice curry.
Should you buy foreign food that's not from probably this continent or really easy like Italian food
I don't think so, man.
from Walmart?
I don't think so.
Like I wouldn't buy
Yeah.
Ethiopian food from
Mhm.
Walmart. Or,
Okay. We're not racist against Ethiopian just because you wouldn't buy Ethiopian food from Walmart.
I wouldn't buy it from there. It's Walmart.
Oh, that you. Oh,
I wouldn't.
I'm worked up about all our emails we got.
And then
All our social justice emailers.
so anyway, it's
Too many emails to mention.
way too many. So it's not every day we do a show and we get a ton of like
Curry?
gold delivered right
Talk
to
about
us.
curry.
But this morning, the news came out about Jerry Falwell Jr.
I didn't. Okay, I'm not up on this story yet, because
Oh
I
my
saw something
gosh.
about him a couple of weeks ago where he was drunk and he recorded a video and then he called into some show when he was drunk, and there was a woman that looked like she was knocked up and she looked like she had some stains on her shirt.
Was it
maybe
his wife?
maybe in her hair. No, this was not his. I don't know. Maybe is his wife 18?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she was young,
Well, I don't know anything about
and
this
he had
video.
his shirt off. With both of them had their pants unbuckled, and you could look it up.
I'm gonna have to look this up because today the bombshell was
They
that
they kicked him out of his school, didn't they?
yeah,
they're
he,
like, "You gotta
he
get out of here, man."
resigned.
Yeah, which he should. Well, so what happened today?
Well, today it came out that for years
For years,
his wife
had a lot of stains on her dresses.
hooked up with some pool boy years and years and years ago down in
Okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
They had an ongoing sexual relationship in which Jerry would sit in the corner and watch them bang.
He's a cuck?
Yes.
He's a fucking cuck? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Jerry Falwell Jr. is a beta cuck. Just a fucking cuck in the corner.
Or he would come to this pool boy would come to their house and he'd sit in their security room and watch them on camera bang, have
Oh
sex.
man.
And this was something that happened, according to the pool boy, several times a year.
What's his wife look like? I gotta know this. I know I sound like a chauvinistic dick.
Becky Falwell.
Look at her.
I'm not hooked up to the
Talking
big
about how does she
screen because we're
look?
watching the Maverick game, but Becky Falwell.
Becky Falwell. Let's see what we're going to. So he got his kicks off of
Watching his wife.
BBC.
Now
Was he black?
No, the pool boy is
That would
not.
only be better if he was black.
I'm not gonna lie, this pool boy is a good-looking dude.
Okay, I got to see this, man. Now
So,
you got me
like,
excited.
It's just crazy that Mr. King of Religion and the most liberty religious school and everything is a cuck. Likes cuckolds.
I mean, anyone can like cucks, Dustin.
I know.
It sounds
I
like you're
know.
being racist towards cucks now.
I learned a lot of things this weekend listening to Nikki Glazer
Cuck-
with Joe
The
Rogan.
cuck cost.
The Cuckcast.
Cuck cast.
L-
Nikki Glazer was on Joe Rogan's show, huh?
Yeah, and she's freaking wild. But
Is
she was
is
talking
her
about
husband a cuck?
no, she's not married. But
Her
she's
boyfriend?
what she does is she likes to let her boyfriend go bang other chicks and come back and tell her how it went. She gets off on that.
All right, what's the wife's name?
Becky Becki Falwell.
Becky Falwell. How
But
old
it
is
just goes to
Becky?
show everybody's got these crazy vices.
Oh yeah, Jonathan
These
Falwell.
crazy
That's not
sexual
him, is it?
vices.
Becky Falwell. No, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
What,
I mean,
her?
I had 3 knuckles deep last night. 3 fingers.
That's kind of
She just spit
normal,
too.
right?
I don't know. It depends on what's normal, what's not these days.
Huh.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Look at her. She's dirty.
She's a dirty, dirty girl.
Dirty.
But-
Look at that beta cuck. That cuck.
Supposedly they used to take this guy on vacation.
Is it weird that
with
it kind of
them?
makes me like him more?
No, but they used to take him on vacation.
The pool boy?
The pool boy on
Is it-
vacation with them.
Where's
so
the
that-
picture of the pool boy? Is this the one in the middle? all these pictures?
Look at.
Has he got a suit on here? Oh
yes,
yeah.
he's in that suit under the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I had that kind of jaw when I was like 16, and then as soon as I started drinking beer, my head just looked like a big penis. I had a good jawline when I was 16.
So we need to. We're getting.
Then I have penis. Now I have penis head. I've had penis head since I was 21. Well, good for him.
A cuckold. Because we're being asked to explain what a cuckold is. A cuckold
Okay.
is a man who willingly encourages his wife to sleep with other people because it brings him pleasure.
Yeah.
Now cuckolds exist on a spectrum between 2 extremes. On one end is a masochistic cuckold who enjoys humiliation, degradation, and other demeaning activities at the hands of his wife or her
Yeah.
lover. The alpha cuckold lies at the opposite end of the spectrum and does not enjoy
The
any
alpha
form of
cuck.
humiliation. Offals has direct say in who his wife
does
sleeps
what?
with and when.
And what they do, right?
Yeah, what they do.
Yeah,
So, that's the definition.
of the
And
cuts.
that is what Jerry Falwell Jr. is. It's
Well,
amazing.
It is amazing.
He used to sit in the Papasan with his.
Hey, at least it's
socks
not
on
little
watching.
kids, right?
You know, you're right on that.
I mean, I hate that.
You're
I hate
right.
to compare it to that, but it's not a little. It's not anything that's fucking against the law.
It's not against the law, but this is his dad's rolling over in his grave, right?
Eh. Maybe his dad. Maybe he got it from his dad.
Or maybe his. Could be. Maybe
Huh?
he saw. I learned it from you, all right.
Yeah, Jerry Falwell's dead.
The older, yeah,
The one that I've seen. No, that's Jimmy Swaggart.
yeah. Is he alive?
I don't know.
Swaggart's
When he the
dead.
one that's like, I have sinned on TV and stuff. Remember Tammy Faye Baker? Remember
Tammy
her?
Faye Baker was great.
Whoa. Oh man, she looked weird to me.
Jimmy Swaggart's still alive, 85.
Hell yeah, he is.
No, Tammy
You
Faye
think
was
he votes for
so
Trump?
much fun to watch.
Oh, that
All
crazy
these
ass
guys-
makeup.
Yes, and it would just smear down
Yeah.
her face. And you're like,
She'd start
is
crying.
she melting? Is
Yeah.
she melting? Is she all right?
Yeah.
She's fucking melting, isn't she? But yeah, I have enjoyed this story all day.
I bet all those evangelist wives are sluts. Don't you think?
Mm.
There's just something that's like kind of sexual and turns me on a little bit. Like when I always think about fucking. I can't go to a funeral without thinking about fucking. She's hot.
Adidas? All
No,
day,
but for
I dream
real.
about sex.
Like you think about that, like all the TV evangelists and all the what's the one down in Houston that didn't wanted people to die instead of
The one
coming
you're
into his
trying to
church
You're the one you're trying to get to
with
fight.
with Clay Cooley. Yeah, what's his name? I bet you his wife looks like a slut. She's all,
I bet you all of them.
and they all wear nice
they all
lingerie.
have power. How is that not a Me Too thing when they hold power over people and probably force them to have sex with them?
Who, the wives?
The wives or the televangelist priest guys.
I don't know, man.
You know they're all doing it.
You think so?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah. What about homeboy out there?
Copeland? Fuck yeah.
COVID-19.
Hell yeah. COVID-19 blows you away.
What kind of sweet,
Blow
innocent
you
young
away.
woman is gonna blow that wrinkly?
Oh my
Elephant
gosh!
trunk
You
of-
don't understand the wool that is pulled over these young
That
ladies'
guy looks like
eyes
a
in
demon,
church.
though. That guy looks like Satan.
Yes.
The other guy down in Houston, maybe.
Do you know how frustrating it was? Well, you do know because you had religion in your life too. When you would be like so hot and bothered, you'd be 18, 17. Your girl's
Joel
18,
Osteen.
17, and you just got blood pumping, and then God would not appreciate this. And you're just like, you roll your eyes. You're like, oh, okay, back on this. You're right. Okay, sorry. We'll wait. You just want to chop your dong off. Throw it away at that point.
It's really tough having a dong.
Especially at the age of 6. Like, it gets out of control somewhere between 13 and 14 and stays out of control until, let's see, I'm 44. I don't know. 40. How many years is that? I'm 44 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's
To
so it's-
16?
well, yeah. 30.
Well, 44.
30 years
14
almost.
Would be 30, 28 years.
Yeah. Of just penis wanting to dip itself in
Anything.
Like anything that was warm and nice looking with a bunch of makeup that would cry on a TV screen about sinning.
Tammy Faye Baker. Yeah.
We should do that. We should do a whole show on the hottest evangelist.
Male and female.
Yeah.
Pick our prom king and queen.
Yeah. And see if we can get them on the show. To give them their awards.
Oh, I've been given. I've been asked by several people lately that we've got to get Lisa Gale on here.
And remind me who Lisa Gale is. Is she a porn star?
It's a 3-second rule.
Oh, yeah. We said that the first time we saw her.
Got to
But
reach out to her.
do you know how bad this room will smell like old lady if she comes in here?
Is there something wrong with that?
Man, it's just not my thing. The old lady smell,
Yeah.
like that lady Stetson shit or whatever they wear. That
Yeah.
fucking
That might be Lady Stetson.
man. I don't know what it is. Like, when do they like strippers smell nice?
Yeah,
Most of the time.
there actually is a really
There's
good
a good
smell.
stripper. It's
with-
fruity.
we were
It's-
talking-
It feels
was-
good to the nose. It feels good to your nose.
That smell is actually pretty
Pleasant.
Whatever they use
Right.
to powder their body with
Right.
smells fantastic.
And most of the women that I'm attracted to, that's the way. But man, every once in a while, you'll go on a date, and all of a sudden, it's the 3-second rule.
You'll
It's
have
just a wolf of
Ugh.
Lady Stetson. And you're like, oh man.
You think that's a heavy pad with a bunch of
Like
powder
it's
in it?
too much. Yeah, it's like
Like the
the
big
heavy,
giant-
the heavy flavored.
Like it's a big menstrual pad that
I don't
has
know.
a lunch-
Do
a
women
bunch of
use
powder?
pads anymore?
I have no idea.
I don't know if they even make those.
There's
Anymore.
all this weird shit going on that I keep finding out about, like these bowls you shove up in yourself and collect it, and then
Yeah, use it for
Uh,
fertilizer. or what-
fertilizer and panties that you put in water buckets. We
Yeah.
learned about that last week.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if that has been proven.
I don't know either. I don't. I don't understand.
I mean,
any of
like,
this.
yeah, the poor sap that's married to a woman that starts doing that. Honey, what are you? Oh God.
But the elephant ears look fantastic.
Yeah. What?
These onions taste incredible, honey. Where did you get these carrots? Look at the size of them.
Yeah, you have to wait like 3 months to find out if it worked.
True.
Oh man.
I mean, look at the size of these
That's just
tomatoes.
that's a
They're
feminist. I
amazing.
don't think that's a environmentalist thing. I think it's a feminist thing because she's just sitting at the table looking at everyone eating, like all their they have a family and friends over, and she's like, "Look at these fucking people I hate, just eating my menstruation."
Or what if that's revenge?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
a feminist thing.
Yeah, it's power. You know what? Eric Peterson from the Bed Files, Cherub, his wife.
Those enchiladas were made with it.
Dun dun dun. His wife has a channel on YouTube that's all about gardening,
You're gonna,
and it's time for me to send her a message,
Like,
Lorinda,
you're gonna
and
make
figure
a
this
contribution.
out. I'm not making a contribution.
Well, I mean, you'll get someone else to do it, but
Yeah.
you could say, "Hey, this is." You know how you guys sent me a bunch of Well, no, she didn't send us stuff. We sent them stuff. Right?
No, but Becky sent me that book. I think it's in the box from when I remodeled the semen recipes.
Right. Right.
Can you use
Yeah.
the same thing on your garden?
I don't know. That was totally news to me. And to think we went to the sweet show with a mother and daughter and get exposed to that.
Huh?
That's where we got exposed to that, was when we were on the Fort Worth Famous show.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who knows, man?
Yeah.
People are weird.
Very weird. Very
Who
weird.
thinks of that?
I don't know. I mean, who thinks of cooking up a placenta and eating it?
You do that? You
Yeah.
ever done that?
Because the angel opens his eyes.
You think Live did that?
Every time I hear placenta, that song comes
Placenta
in.
hits the floor.
That song comes
You
in.
think that was played at Sturgis?
Oh my
My
lady. Remember when that
Turn
band
this
was
up.
like rocking and cool, and they put that album out, and then everything sucked after that.
Yeah, didn't he have like a ponytail that was like in the back of his head that was like he had the Buddhist monk thing, or not the monk, like the monk thing right here, and it was grown out and in a braided.
I don't remember. Saw them at Bronco Bowl, I think, with Alanis Morissette. I think they opened for Alanis Morissette.
Well, this doesn't look
Bronco
good.
Bowl. This happened the other night.
Yeah, but KP's not playing again.
No,
You can't just keep winning without him.
and a broken ankle.
No, well, that's the thing. It's not his knee. It's not the bad knee that KP's out for. You know that, right?
Yeah,
It's the other knee.
I think he's.
But isn't that
bad.
okay? So look, man.
So we're talking about the Mavericks.
Yeah, I'm sorry to switch gears on you.
we
We're
have the
doing some
Maverick game
sports.
on. This is game 5.
Yes, game 5. It's 2-2. We have the greatest player in the NBA. His
By
name
far.
is Luka,
Yeah.
and his running buddy has decided to sit out a second game because his knee's sore. I always thought that you played for the playoffs, and this is when you let it out. Like the whole goal now is to win. So if
Yeah.
your knees aren't, then go
You
fucking
fight
play.
through it. You fight
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah, unless it's
My
falling
knee
off.
Thor.
My knee Thor, coach. My knee Thor.
Maybe he'll come in the half.
Maybe.
Maybe. How'd you like? Okay, so everybody's talked about this shot, the game-ending shot, the fadeaway.
Yeah, that was
jump,
cool.
Or the back jump three.
Yeah.
Have you heard the political hubbub about that shot?
Well, you mean the stuff that happened before the game
Well,
with the player that said,
the bitch ass.
yeah,
that
bitch
he's
ass
a
white
bitch
boy?
ass white boy.
and then they made up, right?
Yeah.
And then he had the game of his life all of a sudden. 42
Blew up,
points, wasn't
yeah.
it? He had a triple double, hit the game-winning shot. The thing that
In
was amazing
overtime.
about it, buzzer beater in overtime. The thing that was amazing about that shot was that
You're
he.
missing one thing with that shot.
What's that?
And this is what sent a lot of people over the edge and think it's all a conspiracy.
Conspiracy? No, I've not heard
Yeah,
the conspiracy
I
theory
love
about
this.
Luka's shot.
That Luka waited till the last second to make that shot. And when he jumped in there and he wanted to make it such a big deal because of everything that was going on, he was standing on the Black Lives Matter emblem on the court.
As respectful or disrespect? I'm confused
No,
on
it's
this.
respectful.
Like I'm doing this for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. And
Oh,
that,
man.
the NBA set that up to happen.
Oh gosh, who's saying that?
All sorts of dumb
Those people should not watch
right-wing
sports.
assholes.
They shouldn't watch sports.
Mark
They
Davis.
can't handle it. Mark Davis shouldn't watch sports.
I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if it's Mark Davis type people.
Like that dude
But
on
it's
what's
like,
the
come
Isaiah-
on,
what's
really?
what's that little guy that sounds like he has little man syndrome that's on in the mornings on WBAPs like Salceda. Chuck-
Maybe.
That guy sounds like he's just a little bitty guy. He's just I'm really mad.
Is that the guy I put
His
in?
name's
I ran fiber to his house in Arlington.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's like well, man, what's that guy's name? It's Salceda something.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, he's mad. He's always mad. He's mad. He comes on after that dude the guys that you were on their show.
hmm
Well,
That's what blew
Is-
my mind. I was like, why are you getting fiber to your house? Well, I'm such and such, and I do this show. on
is he a short
WBAP.
guy? Because
Yeah.
he sounds like a little short guy that's really upset all the time.
Yeah.
And he wants to sound like a badass, but he's really not at all. He probably wears big boots. You know what I mean? He probably wears boots, ostrich skin boots or something to make him seem taller.
Yeah.
It's WBAP, isn't it? The eight,
It
or
is.
Is that 820, right?
Chris.
Chris
Salceda.
Salceda?
Salceda, yeah.
Let
That
me-
was who
let
that
me-
was.
What does he look like? Let me see this
Let's
guy.
see.
I mean, he talks like he's a fucking Krav Maga, jiu-jitsu master of guns, and hey, don't mess with him because he's like a little Chuck Norris.
So do we.
Well, we're tongue in cheek.
But he just lives in a normal neighborhood where you can drive right up to his house, and it's nothing
What was
major.
his name again?
Chris
Chris
Salceda, Salceda,
or
or Dio, CEDO. Yeah, he lives just in a normal neighborhood
see
over
this
there.
guy,
off of,
man.
Woodside.
Little man syndrome. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ha! I don't know, man. He talks. Oh wait, no. What? That's not him. I looked up someone else, a film actor. Oh, there is he a film actor? Is he
There
an
he is
actor?
in his studio, his home studio right there.
Yeah, he's always mad, man. He needs to calm down. He needs to smoke some weed.
He looks like Corby's dad.
He kind of does. He's always worked up.
But yeah, that's who.
It's funny listening
Okay.
to him talk shit though about the DNC. It's funny because the DNC
What happened
people
at the
and the
DNC?
RNC are both talking shit about, and they're saying the same thing. Like, are we gonna hear some kind of policy? Are we gonna hear a policy?
What was solved with the DNC?
The DNC?
What
What was solved?
was there any plan laid out of what's going to happen?
It made people laugh.
All I saw on all the stuff I saw
Hey,
about the DNC
look.
was just like, we hate Trump. We need to
That
get
was
him out of here.
right. The world's about to end. We hate Trump.
Okay, so
Yeah,
once if you get Trump out, then what are you going to do?
Yeah,
to
they were
make
talking.
the
There
country
was
better?
not talking about any policy.
was
But the thing that's
no
funny is the
future.
first day I see like AOC going. Did they mention any policy at all in the first like 2 hours of the Republican convention? It's just so petty. You're like, everybody, just shut up.
Yes, then you yes.
But dude,
But the funny thing is that like everything especially the last 2 days, the DNC was so gloom and doom. Is like,
Oh yeah, it's like
if this doesn't change, it's going to be a nuclear meltdown, and you might as well say goodbye
Yeah.
to your kids. You might as well just buy your grave plots now and all this. And I'm like,
it was, man. Yeah, yeah. If Trump wins,
why don't we
we're
make
all
this?
done.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's pump up the
They don't-
crowd.
Well, there was a time when they did that, man. Remember when they had balloons and stuff, and like they would have hats and they would yell. The delegates would yell and all that. To when they took roll call and all that, it was all. But now it's
They
just
have
like a big
vuvuzelas?
shit. Yeah, now it's just a big shit show. I think no Democrats like each other is the thing. I don't think any of them like each
You're
other,
right there.
and I don't think any of the Republicans like each other.
No,
So now it's like
last night was weird.
I haven't watched any of it. I've just
I
heard
just
the
watched-
certain parts.
I watched the highlights of that all the news was
Yeah.
talking about while I was getting the show ready, watching the news,
Yeah,
and it was just like it was very, very odd, very, very, very
they're both
strange.
right.
Everything that happened, but
You're talking about the Republican one.
the Republican one, it, like,
Well, did you see that?
it was all
fucking,
all over the place. Just
Hey, I'm not okay. Look, we're pretty neutral. We call out the fucking douchebaggery on both sides, right?
Yeah,
Hey, Trump Jr. He did look a little fucked up. Like those pictures of him, little glazy eyed, little red eyed, look like I don't know, man. He does look like the typical douche that does blow.
yeah.
I'm not saying he did, but I'm not saying he didn't. The weird thing was fucking Herschel Walker. He shows up.
I was waiting for him to do some push-ups.
I was waiting for him to do ballerina. Remember that?
Yeah. What about that Kimberly Guilfoyle?
Well,
chick?
she's a cokehead too, man.
Why was she so angry?
And I've always wanted to.
Did you see last night?
No, this was back in the day. Now
Her
she's getting
face
a
is
little. Yeah.
little. She's had a lot of work done, but
Yeah.
she was like yelling, angry, and
Yeah.
just like.
There's a lot of piss
it
and
was
vinegar
so
there. Yeah.
bizarre.
They needed to.
These
I
are
think everybody needs to
such
calm
fun
down
times.
to smoke some weed.
These are such fun times.
It is fun times for us,
because
but
it's
not for
just
them.
so fucking
They hate
bizarre
it.
watching them.
But I will tell you this though, man, I've had 3. This is gonna piss some people off, and like I said, Dustin and I are pretty neutral down the middle. We just call it like it is. We listen to
Yeah.
no agenda, and we read and try not to judge people for their stupid fucking antics over politics. You're not supposed to talk about politics. You're not supposed to talk about church at the bar, right? We try to stay away from that.
we already have
not our thing.
Jerry Falwell Jr.
We've done
and
both.
the politics.
But dude, I've had like 3 hardcore progressive like Democrats that have said there's 0% chance that they vote for Biden
Really?
and vote Democrat. Like Democrats, like progressives are true progressives and people that use their brain. They are deciding right now if they're just not going to vote or are they going to vote for Trump? Because Democrats have fucked this up so bad. It's such a shit show, man. Like, and the thing is, all these I think all these people burning cities and all this crazy shit, these videos of these little white kids getting in people's face while they're on dates and yelling at them while they're on a date is only making it worse. So guess what, guys?
That's gonna get into my rants.
Orange Satan is coming back, I have a feeling, because y'all have fucked yourselves too hard,
So with what you're talking about here,
which means marijuana, once again, will not be
Another 4
federally
years.
legalized.
you know
So,
what?
They fucked us again, the
You know,
Democrats.
Trump's ultimate card would be
I'll legalize
what?
marijuana
Here's-
right now.
I have just signed an executive order
To
to
legalize,
legalize marijuana federally.
Game over.
Game over.
Yep.
Game over. Well, I know there's a lot of people that are staunch, be like, I don't give a shit. I don't need to smoke that bad. I'll keep buying my stuff from wherever. But
Yeah.
having a federal lift on that, that's game over.
Yeah, it's game. I mean, it's getting close anyway. It's just getting. People
He's
are
the only
getting
one that
more
can-
and more stupid. These-
He's the only one that can pull that card because Biden can't say, if I'm elected, I'll do it. Because
Yeah.
we know what happens when people say, we'll do all this stuff when we're elected,
Yeah.
and they don't end up doing it. But
yeah, and then did you see
I'm
what
going to
was
close Guantanamo Bay.
So there was this black dude that was talking shit on the or had a speech on the I think it was the first night or second night, and
Of the DNC?
Uncle Tom was trending.
On DNC?
Yeah, no, on the Republican.
Oh, RNC.
So and on Twitter, Uncle Tom started trending, and it was all these mad Democrats, white people. I'm like, dude, where in the hell does someone white get off dropping an Uncle Tom on someone? That's right there.
Okay.
To me, that's really close to the N-bomb. I don't think that's. I don't know.
That's pretty
Right?
hardcore.
And so that's the thing. Democrats are so full of piss and vinegar, just like they have been the whole time Trump's been in office, that they've made no policies. They have nothing. All they have is this fucking crazy. Did you see the thread of Kamala Harris's laughs?
No, I haven't. Is it amazing?
I think she's special.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
look it
you're
up.
doing-
In
is it a
bit.
super cut of laughs?
Yeah, it's a super cut of laughs, and she does this
Well,
weird.
That stuff can be taken out of context. Though.
Yeah, I'm sure it can. But anyway,
Did
I don't
you,
know. I think Democrats have screwed the pooch once again, and it's just because they couldn't get their shit together. They couldn't get Tulsi Gabbard to where she needed to be. They had to do this fucking weird audible to please Hillary, who's not even in the picture anymore. Why are they worried about her now?
I don't know.
They're trying to
Just-
appease her.
I mean, she can still have people killed. Obviously.
But yeah, it's funny how both sides are like, well, your convention sucked. No, your convention sucked. No, your convention sucked. Well, your mom sucks. Well, you suck.
Your production value sucks.
You
and
shouldn't
your
even be on
this
Earth.
Sucks and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
It's fun sitting back and watching that. And
it is
just-
fun.
These conventions are ridiculous.
Yeah. Herschel Walker.
Herschel
I don't even know if
Walker-
he was still alive until the other night.
I don't know.
Man, I'm Herschel Walker.
So you touched on something about all these white people throwing out stuff like Uncle Tom and all that.
Yeah, it's
Have you been watching?
disrespectful, man. You can't do that.
Have you been talking? You've been watching these videos the last few nights in Denver,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Wisconsin,
Yeah.
and all the young white females running
Yes.
around saying
To couples,
No, no,
silence
no,
is
no, no.
violence and all that shit.
these are the ones that when reporters go up to them and ask them, why are you rioting? Why are you looting? Why are you doing this? We understand this is for BLM, but why are you destroying businesses?
Yeah.
Why are you going through here destroying businesses? You're mad at the cops. Go attack the cops or the precincts or stuff that is government ran.
They're pissed off because TikTok.
Don't go tear down don't go set fire to
A car
furniture
lot and
stores
shit?
or
Yeah,
car
man.
lots or running through their bats. And almost every single one of these videos I've seen, there's some dumb white under 20 female in the video going, you don't understand how repressed we've had it our entire lives
Huh.
or what we've gone through our entire lives. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
You're a young white girl, suburban, all out there with all
Yeah.
your gear on and everything, and having your cameras doing selfie and stuff.
The
And
influencers?
that's what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
man.
what you're doing? Come on.
No, they live in an alternative reality. These some of these people.
But I don't get this.
It's always okay.
I understand
They
being
always
pissed
go
at
up.
the
This is
cops.
the thing that's funny. Have you noticed that these new videos? I saw two videos last night. One was a couple. The guy wasn't the most intimidating guy. The girl wasn't the most intimidating girl. Just trying to have a dinner, and then next to him looked like two gay dudes. Maybe I don't know if they're gay, but they didn't look like your typical douchers, right?
Yeah.
That's who they go yell at. And then the other one was a lady on a bench. And they all start yelling at them. They're not going to go to two guys. Like, they're not going to go find someone like Dave and fucking James sitting out in Denton Square fucking
like
smoking
hobos.
a joint. Yeah, they won't go to those guys. They won't go up to Johnson and Fritz
You won't run.
or fucking me and like I'm a badass there. Like, yeah.
Well, it's
They definitely wouldn't come up to me. But that's what I'm saying. They find out who looks like not the most aggressive wolf in the pack,
well,
and then they go talk shit to him.
What was it? It was the video. You bring this up. Chuck Liddell running around with people when people were rioting.
Recently?
Yeah,
How'd that go?
people like turn around and see him coming at
Well,
them. They're
yeah.
like, "Oh no, I'm sorry."
Well, a couple of weeks ago, John
And,
Jones
and
fucking
John
ripped
Jones,
that sign. It's like, give me that shit, dude.
The guy
It's
spray
like, get
painting
the fuck
shit,
out of here.
and
Yeah,
that John Jones video is funny too.
yeah.
But you see those two guys running around, you're not gonna run up to them
No,
and be like,
hell no.
Chuck Liddell, you're gonna run up to
He's
him,
got a
white
Trump
guy,
hat
and
on.
he's
You're like,
gonna be oh,
well, we're gonna take a time out real
I'm
quick,
sorry.
guys. Go get some Starbucks.
you can grab my legs and chunk me 7,000 yards.
Well, he's got a MAGA hat on. I know, but I'm just not feeling it. I haven't had much kale. I need to go get some kale and some Starbucks.
So when it comes to Wisconsin and everything that's happening up there,
Yeah,
I totally get.
there's some people up there I wouldn't mess with. I don't know why they're doing this. They're gonna run into the wrong neighborhood there too, man.
Did you see the video of the police riot vehicle, armored riot vehicle, rolling down the street, and those guys with the rioters with guns?
Guns slouching with no. That was not good posture with the guns.
No,
at
it
all.
wasn't. But they're running up to the truck and
Yeah.
telling it to stop and everything, and I'm like,
I think it's bulletproof, isn't it?
yeah. If you guys have off-the-shelf AR-15s and you think you're going to be a badass and stop this
Yeah.
truck, and all the truck sits there and goes, please
Hey.
disperse, and then the little hatch opens up top and they toss some tear gas and all these guys take off running.
The kid watched Rambo before he went
Look
out.
at me, I'm a badass.
Yeah.
His buddy, the one that keeps running up to the truck in that
Yeah.
video, his buddy goes, don't point it at the truck. Don't point it at the truck. And I'm like,
They might shoot you. Well, yeah, don't fucking point a gun at cops.
don't fucking take a gun
Especially
out
an
to a
armored
goddamn
truck.
riot.
No, that's a good idea. You might want to leave the guns at home.
Yeah. Don't be walking around with a rifle. Look,
It's just
I
a matter of
understand
time.
if you need self-protection, maybe conceal a small gun.
Yeah,
Don't ever go to it
No.
unless your life depends on it.
I don't
Or
think.
someone,
yeah,
your,
don't
a
put-
loved one's life
Right.
depends on it. Don't be running around with a fucking rifle out in the open. I know you can do it. I know it's your right to do it. But that's not the best situation to be doing that shit in because you're the first target.
Yeah,
If shit breaks
Well, that's
out,
the
or if
thing
the
that's really
cops hear
sad.
popping going off if someone's shooting,
yeah. That's
the
the thing
first
that's
thing they
sad.
do is turn to them and go bam,
That's
bam.
the
you're
fucking
down.
thing that's sad, man. Is we got these fucking people now that think they're gonna that there's no someone's gonna come out and mow a bunch of people down. They're gonna do this to someone like Will, who's had a bad day. And the guy's just gonna they just had a bad day. Da, 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 fuck you. Da, 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 da. I mean, honestly, shit. Catch me coming home from fucking work after a long ass day, saying fucking I've been repressed. I've been repressed.
My life sucks.
I just had my first period. I've been repressed. Come on, man. That would
I don't
suck.
know.
Can you imagine being that girl's boyfriend? It's
Running
like,
around.
what?
Did you see how he was running around?
What?
That cracks me up.
Yeah. Or that guy's girlfriend. Yeah, that's my boyfriend. So romantic.
Look how cool. He's so manly. Whatever.
He cares for Black lives.
But anyway, back to I get what you're doing in Wisconsin. I get that people are angry.
Be safe.
No,
Be careful, man.
that's not my message. My
Oh, my
message
bad.
is stop burning down businesses that are supporting what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't understand that part yet.
They're running around going BLM, Black Lives Matter. Then they set fire to a black church
Oh, did they?
that's an extreme
Well,
left
that's nice.
religion, a left organization that had Black Lives Matter on their marquee and banners all around the church, and they set the fucking church on fire.
Organized religion, bro.
And they're going through there and smashing all these businesses and stuff. And
Yeah.
how do you know they're not owned by black owners?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's the point of going
Everybody's
through
too mad right now.
How-
Everybody's fucking pissed.
every video I've
Everybody's
seen?
mad.
Every video I've seen are
Yeah.
young white kids, suburban white kids
Yeah.
that are like,
Yeah.
I'm pent up that I can't get on Xbox Live and I got to go smash cars in a parking lot or in a car dealership. Why the fuck are you doing that?
I don't know, man. They're pissed off about the Warzone upgrade. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I can't wait till tomorrow when
I don't
the
get it,
Call of
man.
Duty update happens.
I don't know. Everybody's fucking mad. Everybody's mad. We're fucked. We're fucked. Now we have mosquitoes that have been genetically modified.
Yeah. What's fucking safe about that? It's 2020. Let's put some genetically modified mosquitoes
man, we're
into the
fucked.
pool.
It's because we're fucked.
They're gonna do. They're
I
talking
don't
about
know.
doing it in Florida and now
I
in
know.
Houston,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
where
I'm
two
sure-
hurricanes.
Some fucking Trump did, I'm sure.
No, They are a
It's got to be related to Trump, right?
they're a European company.
Probably Obama.
It's
He
a
did it.
European company doing this.
What's the point? What are they going to do? What do the fucking mosquitoes do?
They're males that get with the females.
I don't like mosquitoes, period.
And when they bang the females with some type of chemical that makes them where they can't have offspring. These males are
No, it's like it just kills the race off.
and it's supposed to kill off these type of
Man,
mosquitoes.
I don't like it when we start doing this stuff.
You-
I've seen Jurassic Park.
exactly.
I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like it.
You've seen
It's a-
anytime we try to do biological shit.
It never works out right.
I mean, they're growing baby fetuses and calves.
Mm-mm. Out.
Is that a Alex Jones thing, right?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Okay.
I will eat your ass. I've got that impression down. By the way, did you see that video of him a couple of weeks ago going to that state park down in Austin? Fucking broke through the barrier. I don't know if it was a stunt or not. It looked kind of set up, but it was still cool. He jumped in the fucking in the pond or the one of those badass what do they got down there? The freshwater places, you know, where they jump. People jump. I'm having a fucking moment.
Did he go to
here.
Jacob's Well?
Yeah.
Where you
It looked
jump
like
in the
it.
well?
It looked like
Okay.
Jacob's Well. One of those freshwater wells and stuff.
Yeah.
And he jumps in and starts partying with all these people, chugs a beer and shit. And I was like, dude, how can you? I mean, he's nuts. He's batshit. But how can you hate the guy? He's fucking. He said, I will eat your ass. Like, he
There's,
chugs beers.
there's a lot of comedy behind him. That's
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he really believes all this shit.
Oh, man, who knows? Even if he does, who gives a fuck? He chugs beers and, like, I will eat your
It's
ass.
all for ratings. It's like Ellen being nice.
Yeah.
He's just wacky and off the rail just so he gets viewers and,
Yeah.
and ratings and stuff.
Yeah. But I
Just
think
like
Ellen,
Ellen-
though, they've said is a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I was
They don't fucking like her.
comparing
man.
it to. Ellen's not really nice. She just plays it on TV.
Yeah, it's like the opposite.
Yeah. He's
Man.
not really insane. He just plays it on whatever streaming service he's on.
What kind of man can you imagine the Twilight Zone if we ran into them on 6th Street and like we run into Ellen at this bar and we're like, hey man, you're really funny. We're like, and she's just
Don't look at me in the eyes.
Yeah, it just scolds us. We're like,
Scolds us.
fuck. All right, bye.
Okay.
And we walk across the street and we're like, oh shit, there's Alex Jones. No, that motherfucker's crazy. Now he's like, hey guys, come on, we're chugging beers.
Shots on me.
Shots on me.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, all right,
All
fuck
right.
it. We'd probably have a really good time with him.
There's just some iodine.
We would just go home with our butts sore, with stains all over our shirt, just wondering what happened.
Branded.
We'd go to the Yellow
Somehow.
Rose. Yeah.
We get branded somehow.
But that's the problem, man. Everybody's too pissed off and they don't have their eye on the ball. We got mosquitoes now that,
I don't get that shit.
no. And where does it stop? Well, I mean, once you let nature loose.
Well, look at all the areas that have already been fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there are different islands and stuff we keep introducing animals to kill off an animal that was supposed to kill off another animal
Yeah.
that was supposed to kill off an animal
Yeah.
that was a nuisance.
Well, I don't like mosquitoes, though, but still. I don't
They're
think this is
still
going to work.
needed by other birds. Still need them. Bats still need them.
Well, bats. What?
Bats are good. Mascara, man. You need the guano for the mascara.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
It's
makeup.
bat shit, right?
Yeah, we got to get our corpse paint from somewhere.
True.
So we get it from bat shit.
I don't know, man. Fucking animals, dude. I tell you what we need animals for. I'm going to bring something up that I brought up on the
Food.
show before. No, hear me out.
You can't be a
I'm
vegetarian.
going to revisit something. Like in post-production, play the... Okay. Man, I'm telling you, dude. I've thought about this several times. I've bounced it off some people. I'm onto something. Texas sucks when you go to the zoo. You go to the zoo and you're like the fucking
We have
tiger.
the best zoo in the country now.
The tiger's like, yeah, but it's too hot, man. The animals don't move. They get too hot. The tigers are like, just kind of look at you like, unless a baby falls in there, they just kind of look at you like, what, you want us to walk around? No yawn. You gotta fucking give them meth. You open up a fucking zoo, you give all the animals meth.
You've talked about meth zoo before.
I think it could work. I think it would be a better zoo. It would make a zoo better in Texas because it's too hot. It's too hot in Texas to be an animal. So if you give them meth, you get them fucking, running around and stuff and doing whatever, and then they fucking build a carburetor. They fucking take it apart.
How
Like
much?
you got to repair like a car that's having problems and take them out in the parking lot.
How much meth do you give to a 4-ton elephant?
You find out. But I guarantee you the elephant's just not going to sit there and be hot and miserable. It's going to go listen to Slipknot and fucking create things and make lights and stuff and run around, have sex. It's going to want to go to New Orleans Nights.
You know,
Wait, is that? They're done.
yeah, New Orleans Nights. You know, we should really
Invest in it.
figure how to become
A zoologist.
how to get you to become
A zookeeper. Yeah.
the mayor of a city
That has a zoo.
where we can start building this meth zoo.
Okay, now you're not taking it serious, man.
No, we got a comment. I am taking it serious. We can get this going.
I just think that zoos are not as enjoyable in Fort Worth and Dallas as they are in San Diego, and it's because of the hot weather. I don't like hot weather. The animals don't like hot weather.
Most of those animals, though, are from hot weather regions.
You give them meth. You give them cocaine.
You
give
don't
'em
go
uppers.
out on the African savannah and just drop bags of cocaine and meth out there for the lions to eat.
Well, if you want entertainment for your little fucking snot-nosed 6-year-old,
That's what you need to do
says,
here.
"Mommy, I want to go get a chill, a lemon chill."
So we get a comment.
You give them meth, not the kid, the animals.
Don't you think the Tiger King Zoo had was a meth zoo?
Yeah, I think they might have been onto something, man. But I think they were doing more of the meth than the animals.
What if?
You got to give it to the animals.
Well, I mean, one lion ripped off a lady's arm. Maybe her arm was full of meth.
I don't see that message, man. This is what I don't like about our show, is our engineer sucks.
We need an engineer.
I can't fucking see the messages that you're seeing, and it pisses me off. And I'm already in a bad mood today. I'm a little worked up.
And you've got this whole meth thing. All right.
I got this meth thing, fucking, because I got these ideas.
Before I go into a deep rant about things, and I want to see if you
We're gonna
agree with
revisit
me.
the meth zoo.
We're gonna bring up meth zoo. Too bad we don't have a friend that's an animator that can animate you and I at a meth zoo,
So you miss Brian?
seeing the animals.
You miss Brian?
He's an animator.
No, but he's not here anymore.
Oh.
Fuck, we're so fucked up. We're just gonna talk shit about him as soon as he leaves.
So what
the fuck
about
were we thinking?
what do you think about these? What do you think about these two hurricanes at once, man?
Oh man. Well, it's funny because that's been politicized already.
I thought it was gonna be badass, but one of them just kind of petered out
Yeah, it's like
like I do on a night with a
Yeah.
shit ton of whiskey. It just
shit,
kind of
dude. Yeah, not even whiskey anymore. That's just me after a fucking. I don't know.
Now they would just before
Yeah.
you walked into the shed.
The first time it looked like it was
Delkus.
coming straight to us.
Yeah, Delkus came on and he said, "Hey, this is a special report. I'm just hopping in here to tell you guys that
There's a
this
hurricane."
just came down. That Laura
Laura,
could be a Category 4 by the time it hits
Man, dude.
landfall,
God, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you.
and it's going to come
With
up right
Delkus
around
talk.
Beaumont, Orange, Lake Charles area. So
Yeah,
you can go down to Beaumont, hang out.
I've been in a hurricane, man. So I've already kind of done that. But bro, if you want to,
You go down there, hang out, and be like,
yeah, it's not as cool as you think.
we can do reports where we're
Ooh,
standing on
what
the
if
thing.
Instead of a hurricane party, we have a hurricane orgy with meth and animals.
and lions.
bunch of animals
and
that were getting out
tigers.
of the Galveston Zoo.
Wait, hold on. Are we having the orgy, or are all these animals having an orgy on
I
meth,
think-
and we're watching?
Right. The animals are doing the meth, and we're having an orgy.
So it's
for our
like
party.
a beastie orgy, because it's all animals,
You gotta go overseas for that.
and we, and we're the human cuckolds that are watching.
Right. With Jerry Falwell Jr.
Like, you think your wife's hot banging a pool guy?
Yeah,
Wait
check
till you
this
see
out.
all these animals
We
on
gave him a
meth.
bunch of meth.
This
So,
cheetah is gonna
yeah,
bang an elephant,
The double hurricane looked pretty intimidating at first
and then
because they had it kind of going to the same, like doing this crisscross thing.
Yeah, I was
Like
like
I was gonna make a
they
a
were
big,
fucking
huge
blue
one.
angels flying through the sky,
Well, the
doing
thing that's funny.
formations.
Okay, this is what's funny. We did have some crazy shit that happened in Iowa like 2 weeks ago that no one's even talked about.
Slipknot released another album.
No,
Oh.
they had an inland hurricane, something that's hasn't happened in like
Yes.
fucking 100 years.
What was
And
it?
we-
200 mile an hour winds pushing straight
Right,
down, and
everybody's
killed,
worried about fucking Portland and COVID.
but yet like 3/4 of what?
Do they even have power now?
I don't know,
It
but
hit the whole state.
and all the
whole
corn,
fucking state.
all the corn for this year's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. No one even talked about it.
Mm-mm.
Delkus didn't even bring it up. Did Delkus bring it up?
Delkus did talk about it, and they did talk about it as a quick blurb on ABC because I remember watching with David
An
Muir.
inland hurricane should always lead.
They were talking to this farmer, and he's like, "Yeah, all my crops are gone, and all you see is corn laid over for miles,
Mhm.
just laid straight
Yeah, they're
over."
fucked. They're
Yeah.
fucked.
This is something that happens once a century.
Yeah. And where did it come from? What did it just come from a manhole?
Yellowstone? Did it
It's like
burp it out?
I don't know.
I don't know where it came
seems
from.
like
That
to
thing
me,
was fucking weird.
right. It seems like to me if there was a hurricane, an inland hurricane that was Category 4 winds, and then what they said?
Yeah, it was over 200 miles an hour.
That should lead the news.
Yeah, if you look
Not
up Inland Hurricane Cedar
how to say
Rapids,
Kamala Harris's name.
Washington Post, an inland hurricane tore through Iowa. You probably didn't hear about it.
I mean, it's true. I didn't hear about it till No Agenda talked about it, and I looked it up, and it had happened a week before.
Yeah, I remember looking.
And
seeing
there's a
all those
bunch of
pictures
videos out of it,
on Reddit of the grain silos and the
all beat up.
trains blown
Yeah.
over and stuff. And you're like, what the hell? And all that corn and trees gone.
Yeah. And the thing is, did you see the satellite imagery of the storm actually blowing through? It literally hit the whole state of Iowa.
It looks like a giant tornado,
Yeah.
which what a hurricane looks like, going
Yeah.
over the state, and then it just disperses.
Yeah. Yeah.
HARP.
I mean, where did it come from? For real.
China has a HARP station.
Chickadee, China.
You
It's
know
them.
who else grows a lot of corn?
I'm getting sick and tired of hearing
China.
about this China
Why would they
people,
attack
fucking the communist people of China
our corn?
trying to kill us, not the people that don't be, you're racist. I
Our
want to hear that. I'm talking
biggest
about the
corn
government.
area in the United
You
States.
say porn?
Corn. Is China. They're trying to take it out so they can give us their
Yeah,
tainted corn.
with COVID in it.
Probably. They've probably
Yeah.
genetically modified it with Monsanto to make it do something weird.
Yeah, man. It's not good. We live in a bad world right now. The Mavericks are still 18 points behind, too. So, getting back to the Hurricanes, though.
Now,
Yeah,
what
we
was-
had two hurricanes that looked like they were about to fuck shit up. And then, like you said,
was the
one
first
just
one?
kind of, one was Marco.
Marco
And Marco had a little too much to drink at Texas Billiards.
died.
Too many JMOs and
No,
Jaegers.
you know where he got loaded was when he went over Cozumel and
got
Cancun.
lit, yeah.
He got lit and
Yeah.
it died off.
And then Laura. How do we not call Laura? Okay, it's just me. If you want to make
Laura.
something really cool, why isn't her name Karen? It's 2020. We got a badass hurricane that's supposed to hit. Shouldn't her name be Karen? Right?
Yeah. It should be Karen.
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset at this.
Lauren. Who gives a shit about Laura? Who cares about Laura?
Laura Dern.
I don't know. Laura.
What was The Secret Life of Laura Palmer?
Oh,
Twin Peaks?
okay. I guess yeah. Twin
Yeah.
Peaks.
I don't know. I don't know.
So, do you think the two hurricanes are HARP?
No, you could see them develop out
Sprouted?
like normal. You could see them. They were just really close together.
Yeah.
Those systems were really close together. So, but when it's really, really weird shit, like just suddenly
In the middle of the country?
bursted on Iowa.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
That's got some weird. Like we know there's instruments out there to control the weather.
It
We
was
know
u-
that
when
it's
they used-
proven fact.
I think I heard sometime that they did it in Vietnam. Didn't they?
Did in Vietnam with crystals and metal and
Crystals?
dust in
Great.
the sky.
You just made Susie happy.
Oh,
She thinks she's gonna be a soldier now because of her crystals.
I don't think
Sage
spraying
and
crystals
shit.
in a sky will make you a super soldier.
We're gonna
To
have a
take on
sage party
Vietnamese.
to attack the Viet Cong.
But
Is that can you say Viet Cong?
Yeah.
That's not a racist thing, right?
No, that was the name of their military. Was the Viet
The
Cong.
Viet Cong military, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Now,
want to make
can
sure.
you
I'm
dress
getting
up as
confused.
the Viet Cong these days, like some of our friends did
At
to
a
go play
shooting range?
airsoft?
Airsoft.
When it was the Vietnamese versus the Americans.
Yeah, that might be frowned upon, but I don't know. You do you.
All right,
That's your rock and roll band, not mine.
I'm ready to rant.
Well, I thought this whole show was a rant.
No, this is my big classification of rants. This is my rant section.
All right, let me see here. I gotta send a text.
Oh, you're not gonna listen?
No, I'm
'Cause
gonna listen.
I need your. I
We
need your.
usually get done.
I need your response on this.
Yeah. Hang on, man.
We're reaching 6 months
This has
that
to
we've
do with
been
some test results.
COVID.
Oh
land.
yeah, I know, man.
We're approaching
terrible.
6 months. So
So
I put
I'm getting-
together a little list of things that COVID has taught me in this 6
Oh,
months.
this should be good. Is this in the show notes?
It's
Or
in
is
the
it gonna be?
personal notes, but I can put it in the show notes. Number 1, Americans hate laws and rules.
Yes.
Ever since this COVID thing has broken out, no one follows
no one
any
gives a fuck, dude. No one
laws
cares,
or
man.
rules,
No.
period.
You knew that was gonna happen.
They hate having to wear a mask. They hate having to be home. They hate
Yeah,
having to
yeah.
drive like a normal human again on the highways and
Yeah.
roadways. Americans just hate everything
Well, I mean, honestly, we're the most bitter fucking country in the world. We are
because what? We're
entitled.
entitled.
Yeah, we are all entitled.
We're the great empire that's entitled.
We're all starring in our own made-for-TV reality show. It's
You're
like,
watching the
not
end
made
of
for
the
TV.
empire.
We are.
right in
Yeah,
front of
you
us.
are. But seriously, when you heard that, okay, the way we're gonna have to deal with this is put mask on, you knew we were fucked.
Oh yeah.
It's social distancing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, we're screwed.
Speaking of masks, my number 2. People are very passionate about masks.
I never knew that.
Never knew that until this COVID
Yeah.
thing hit.
Me neither.
You walk up to anybody
They got
and
a
you
mask.
just say, mask on, mask off, whatever. You're
Mhm.
just like, all you have to say is, man, I can't believe we're still doing this mask stuff.
Yeah.
If they
Fucking
have it
mask.
on or off, they will then rant with you
Yeah,
or
man.
give you their opinion for 10 fucking minutes
There's been bar fights because of it.
on why we should
There's
be
been
wearing
people getting
masks
shot
or
'cause of
why
it.
we shouldn't be wearing masks.
Right, man.
It's just, I didn't realize we were all so fucking passionate about wearing a goddamn mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never knew. And sometimes I have to wear them at work.
Oh man, when I'm going to the
Outside
dentist
of
now, I'm
COVID.
like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fucking mask
Get
off,
that mask
goddammit.
off.
It's America, okay? Fucking take the mask off.
Next time I'm
Like,
getting
well,
operated on,
it helps us not get splashed on, sir. I don't give a fuck.
that's going to be me as they give me my
You
drugs.
get my AIDS blood, okay?
As they're putting me under.
Yeah.
Right? My last few things I'm going to say is the doctor's walking in and be like, what the fuck's with that mask?
Get the fucking mask off, bitch. Well, Dustin, I'm just
I'm sure my operation will
gotta
go
read this.
well after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it. Who cares? What if it? Okay, what if it doesn't fucking help at all? At least you tried, you asshole at QT. Fucking driving a big dually with fucking cow balls on it, with your fucking, I don't know,
I'm glad you agree with me on this.
your fuck it sticker.
Yes. And your little Calvin and Hobbes pissing on something.
Yeah,
Number 3.
assholes.
There was once a time, December, January, when you could have rational discussions with people.
About AIDS.
Anything.
Yeah,
Anything.
yeah.
You could sit down and talk to people about beer,
Yeah,
about tweezers, about Q-tips, about anything,
I like Q-tips.
and we could have a rational discussion about it.
Mhm,
Now,
can't do that now. No,
if
man,
you
we're
just
fucking
say,
sick.
if you just say, man, you know what? I really like
The
uh,
color of the Mavericks jerseys tonight.
someone will argue with you on
Racist?
social media.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That fucking jersey would be a lot better if it didn't have a BLM
No,
logo
yeah.
on it.
How confused would you be if you just got dropped in today from like the 80s? You just got.
Like, what is going on? Like
You'd be like, what happened to all the people?
you suck
What do you mean? What
someone
happened to the people?
from when the Cold War was at its height.
Everyone's a
into
bunch
now.
of assholes now.
This is did Russia bomb this place and this is what it's become?
Like, is there
Like,
some
what
kind
is
of
going
environmental asshole bomb that got dropped on us?
I've had several people say that are huge sports fans say they will not watch sports because of BLM logos.
Oh, come on, man. Then don't fucking watch sports. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
I'm a huge Cowboys fan, but
I'm sick of it, man.
if they fucking have that logo on their jersey or anywhere in the
Yeah.
stadium, I'm out.
I don't fucking care. Get the fuck out, you fucking cunts.
Die.
I'm going to say cunts like 6 more times on this
Please.
rant. I can tell.
You ready?
If you can't take it, You can't take because there's letters on a jersey that doesn't say USA. Get the fuck out. Go watch sports somewhere else, man.
Or just don't watch sports. Go back
Go
to,
jack off.
Go beat your kids.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Jack
not that,
off on
but-
your old lady's fucking dress. Get out of here, man. We don't need you. We're fucking sick, aren't we? I
Number
think we're
4.
the sickos, man. We're
And
really
this-
sick.
Yeah,
We're
we are.
sickos.
Because it's people that have those type of beliefs.
This is just because we didn't get nominated for the Fort Worth Weekly Podcast of the Year award.
Well, they don't have that category anymore. So this is how you win it right here. Number 4. And it kind of has to go with rational discussions.
Rational discussions don't happen anymore.
No matter what you've experienced in your life
Yeah.
and you try to relate it in these discussions, it doesn't matter
Mm-mm.
because you're fucking wrong.
Right.
So it's
And
like
your life has not sucked as bad as my life.
exactly.
Okay?
So say
You're wrong.
you've never eaten at Chick-fil-A ever in your life, but I say, man,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A makes these badass fries. They're waffle fries. No, they fucking don't.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Oh, yeah, man.
And here's a picture of
dude.
it, and here's this, and here's
No.
an article about their waffle fries. I don't fucking care. That's not fucking
You
real.
like Whataburger? Well, you're fucking racist then. They started in Beaumont. In-N-Out started in California. Fucking racist.
What?
What does that got to do? It tastes
what are-
good.
Yeah, I like
It's a good burger.
a good burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we wear a
In-N-Out,
MAGA
you know
hat.
what? In-N-Out makes a good burger too. They make great burgers.
You probably got MAGA panties on.
Depends on what I'm in the mood for.
You Nazi. You fascist.
I've eaten them both. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you eat Domino's? They contributed to Trump. I don't fucking care.
But it's not even stuff like that. It's like, you know what?
Yeah, dude.
It's
insane.
In my life, I work.
You're wrong.
I know.
You're not alive.
You know what? I know how to put the fiber optic together, and this is what you
did
do.
it
and this is how
wrong.
you do it. And that's it. Someone that has no fucking clue about anything has to step in and go, well, you're fucking wrong. That's not the way you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't work in my industry. You have nothing to do with it. You're a fucking housewife,
Yeah.
or you sit in your stupid home office because you're scared to get out of your
Yeah.
house. You have no clue of what's going on.
No, man.
Shut up!
Fucking, we're worked up tonight.
Number 5.
And the Mavericks are not helping us at all.
This is my favorite.
It's not even the halftime.
And I've said this a lot on social media. You thought you really knew your friends and family, but along comes a pandemic, and you really get to see what they believe.
Yeah.
And then you toss on George Floyd dying,
Oh, yeah, man.
and it really makes
Fucking-
things crazy. And you really see that these people that are stuck in their house for months,
Oh, yeah.
their belief system starts coming out, and they are no longer worried about protecting themselves on social media
Yeah.
or how they look or how they react
Mhm.
because, God damn it, I'm American. And
Yeah.
what I say is right.
Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, I heard this earlier today. I can't remember where I heard it, but and it's a great point, novel point. Like, someone should win a Pulitzer over this. But it's okay to get angry if a man gets killed.
Yeah. It's
I'm a-
totally fine.
And if a black man gets killed by a police officer, it's okay to be mad. But then you got these other people that are like, "Duh, what? You don't work in these conditions." Fuck, I'm choking. Got the COVID. You don't work under those policemen's conditions. You know what? I don't give a fuck what the conditions are. I saw a man get choked to death. A man had his knee on him, and all his buddies were just sitting there with their backs turned. I can be
Burr,
pissed
burr,
off.
burr. Yeah.
Okay, I can be pissed off. Not saying it's okay to be pissed off enough to where you want to burn things down and stuff, but it's okay to be mad because of that. Don't call me a fucking libtard because I see some innocent people dying at the hands of police.
It's the same thing I saw. I had an argument earlier today about
What are you, French?
the Jacob Blake in Wisconsin that was
Yeah.
shot. You know,
Oh, the new one.
well, you don't know what those cops are going through and what was going through their mind at that time and how they were
Well,
scared.
they have to shoot him 9 times?
You don't have to empty a clip on him.
No.
You're not even trying to do that.
No, that video
You're
looked
trying
like-
to wound, not
Dude,
fucking
yeah.
empty your gun
No,
on
no,
some
no,
guy
man. I hate to make light of this.
in his back.
No, I hate to make light of this, but it looked like there was fucking these, like, some cops that were, like, running around so they could get a better angle to shoot the guy. They're like, oh, wait, I'm
Or it's like they might have been lining up so that way when
like
he
airplane,
runs out of bullets,
like airplane.
he'll run off and the next guy can come in and
Yeah.
unload his magazine.
Like the one guy
and run
comes
off.
up,
The next guy
they
can go in.
slap they're slapping the lady that won't freak out. There's like one guy comes, poof, 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 poof. And the next guy's like, poof, 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 poof. And you're like, okay.
I don't give a fuck what conditions you work
No,
in.
man. Yeah.
You're trained.
I don't
It is
get it.
Wisconsin. I don't know how they're trained, but around here,
I
you're
don't think
not
that was
trained
right.
to kill unless your life is
No,
at
people are
risk.
too pissed off, man. Too pissed off.
Oh,
Everybody's
people are
mad.
Stupid. All right.
I don't get it. But on
anyway,
the same token, I don't fucking understand the other side of it too. That's like the whole okay, this happened. Like the people that are that burned down the black church. I don't get it. Like it just makes no sense at all.
You're protesting Black Lives Matter, but you
Right.
burned down a black organization
Right.
that stands behind you.
Right.
You just burned
It
down their whole
doesn't make
church.
any sense. No
Doesn't
one's
make
making
any
any
sense.
sense right now.
But anyway, what's really fun about this, finding out about your friends and family, is like I've taken this break from Facebook where it's not visible. I have to go search for it on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't get notifications. So
I'm
I
about
have
to
to go
quit
see.
Twitter.
But I get like when I go in and check, there's like 30 or 40 notifications. So you just kind of look.
Yeah.
But you sit back. I don't really comment. Last couple of days, I've
Well,
been.
that's because silence is violence, Dustin.
Oh yeah, I've been. I haven't been commenting. I'm just watching. But except the Gojira videos I've been posting because I'm sad.
Those are good. Those are.
I didn't know they played Red
Sure.
Rocks till yesterday, and
Yeah.
they're fucking incredible.
I thought they went to Red Rocks on the same tour that they played with Mastodon.
Is that where that's
Oh,
from?
and
well, I didn't know it
Alice in
was
Chains
all-
played it.
I didn't know it was a professional multicam recorded show because that audio is amazing.
I think it was
sounds
Alice in Chains,
fantastic.
Mastodon, and Gojira. If I'm not
At Red
or-
Rocks.
at Red Rocks, I think. I don't know. It could be wrong.
I don't know, but they released all this 2 months ago, and it's fucking incredible. Sounds
Yeah,
great.
Gojira's a good band.
But anyway, I'm just sitting back and just watching Facebook and going, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you suddenly think this way. Neat. I thought you were a cool guy that was all like
Yeah.
laid back and believe this way, but now you're a fucking radical right. Okay, neat.
Yeah.
And you're
The radicals are killing
a
everyone, man.
ridiculous radical.
They're giving people heart attacks.
Well, they're the only ones that seem to be in control and saying a bunch of shit.
Are the crazy?
They're being loud and
No.
about crap.
That's the thing. The crazy people are the ones that got their shit together right now.
That's true.
Like I feel like I got my shit together right now. Thank you. Thank you, pandemic. Thank you, Antifa. I feel like I have my shit together now.
I don't even want to get into Antifa. I'm done with those.
Thank you,
Fucks.
politics. Guess what? I feel like I'm a normal person now because you guys are not.
Yes.
You guys, there's something wrong. That Kim Guilfoyle, she looks like she's fucking possessed.
That,
Like, dude,
That
what
video's
would your mom
insane.
do if you went up on stage and you had an American flag jacket and you looked coked up out of your mind and were fucking running your mouth, eyes glazed? Your mom
She-
would have a powwow immediately. You'd
she'd
get a
be
spanking.
really disappointed.
You'd get a spanking,
She'd be like, "Why are you doing drugs, Dustin?" You know
especially
better
on
than that.
national TV.
On national TV, and why are you wearing
Yeah.
an American jacket shirt like Vanilla Ice in
Isn't
1991?
that- okay, isn't that disrespectful to the flag? My dad always told me that the flag's not to be used as
An article of
an
clothing.
article of clothing. Period.
I think that is in.
So
the thing.
Trump fucked up. His son. Which Trump is that anyway? The coke head.
No,
one.
no. The actual flag cannot be used as an article of clothing. You can
Oh, you
have
can ha-
something that's a pattern
okay.
as a flag because you can have like a flag tie or whatever. It's not the actual material that a flag is.
I bet you there were some
That's
old
the way
school
it is.
patriotic dudes that didn't like
oh, probably
that.
so. Probably so.
And
but
the
that's
fact
the
that he
way
was
the
coked out of his mind.
that's the way that rule works. Is you can't take a flag off a pole and turn it into an article of clothing.
You think he's doing just that nasty blow with all that fucking, like, the stuff that has all the baby laxative and like a little bit of meth in it?
Like he
That
went
you
up to
just feel
Harlem
like-
and bought it.
You just feel like a wreck the next day, or did he have the shit from straight
What did
from
he do?
the cartel?
He left Trump Tower, drove up to Harlem, picked up
And picked
something
up
on
some-
the
yeah,
corner,
got the
then
bad
flew to
stuff.
DC to shoot that video.
Nah, I bet you he got something from like Pablo Escobar himself. Is like,
Oh, speaking of which, hold on. Let me finish the rant.
okay,
Remember
oh,
Pablo
yeah, we're
Escobar?
still ranting.
Number
I can't.
s-
I
have
can't
two
read
more.
any of the messages. I can't read any of the fucking messages. I don't know why no one listens to us anyway. We
I
don't
have
have
two
any
more.
messages. We don't have any likes.
Number 6.
Yeah.
Everything is a conspiracy now.
Oh,
Even if you have
Yeah.
rational information and facts to show that the conspiracy of the day is hogwash,
Yeah, but I'm guilty of that too.
It's still a conspiracy.
I'm a conspiracy dude. I like listening to them and bouncing them off
It's
each other and
fun,
stuff.
but
It's
not
fun.
every fucking thing coming down the line is a goddamn conspiracy.
Yeah.
Not everything Trump is doing is a conspiracy. Not everything the Democrats are doing in their whole party is a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stop thinking that way, or it's going to make you insane. Not you, but generally people, because there's too many people that are like, well, this is a conspiracy, this is a conspiracy, this is a conspiracy, this is a conspiracy.
Yeah.
All these shootings are conspiracy. Fucking Luka jumping for a game-winning
On the
final
Black
shot
Lives
on the
Matter.
buzzer is on a Black Lives Matter logo.
It's all
That's a
set
fucking
up by the
conspiracy.
NBA.
It's set up by the NBA because everybody knew that would be the most watched clip of the rest of the year because it's the most amazing play of
Yeah.
the NBA season so far. No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coincidence that happens in this world. It just happens. Shit just happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So, real quick before you get to the next rant, back to Luca. Man, the guy said bitch ass white boy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did that bug you at all?
Yeah.
Man, it didn't bug me. I was like, "Fuck it, what the fuck?" I've heard that shit playing
Oh, no, 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 no,
basketball.
no.
Like, I don't give a fuck that he said
No,
bitch
no,
ass
no.
white boy.
It didn't bother me in that way. It just bothered me that
It became a thing.
it became a thing, and now
Yeah.
Luca's got but then Luca just shut him down. It was like, okay, yeah, well, I'll do this. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh no, Luca handled it great.
Oh,
Luka,
and you realize Luca's not American, right?
you want to move to America? You better learn to speak American.
Well, he's doing a pretty good job, but it's also
It's not queued up.
no,
Oh.
he's not American. So I mean, you're
Yeah, he's not
attacking
American.
He's not
He's
a
not.
white American boy. You're attacking an Eastern European boy.
I wouldn't give a shit if he said it to fucking my. I wouldn't give a shit. It's just words and they're in the heat of a game. I don't know. Maybe I should be mad about it. I don't. Everyone else is mad about something.
Well, it's
I'm gonna
the
start
same
getting
shit
mad.
like a few years ago when it was the whole Dirk thing. When LeBron
Now
and
that
Dirk
made
were
me
going back and
mad.
forth.
When they started making fun of him because he was sick.
He was sick, but then he
Had the
came
flu?
out and owned their balls.
Yeah.
Fuck you, LeBron. You're not that good.
And Jason Terry held fucking LeBron James, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man.
Number 7, the last one.
Drum roll.
This is kind of like David Letterman, where the last one is not as good as all of the ones
Should
he
we
went
introduce our sponsors? Geist Note. If you want your band to not suck, you need to use Geist Note cables because
Yes.
otherwise you just sound like a fucking another shitty
You wanna
band that
sound
we've seen
good?
1,000 times.
Do you spend all that money on your guitar?
Do
All
you go
that
to
money
Guitar
on that
Center?
amp? Don't use fucking live wires. Go to Geist Note. Get real cables.
Do you want to be like Metallica and Radiohead and get laid?
And how
Use
about,
Geist Note.
I personally know Pink Floyd uses some Geist Note
Dustin,
cables.
you buy your fucking cables at Guitar Center?
No.
Me neither. You want to buy them from Geist Note.
Geist Note.
Geist Note.
Before there was cables, there was Geist Note. Geist Note.
Geist Note.
Number
Oh,
7.
I keep forgetting the drum roll. Yeah.
Americans are assholes.
Ba-dam!
And that's why I'm glad when I go around
Wasn't
I
that the
tell
first
people
one, though?
I'm a Texan.
Wasn't that the first one?
It kind of is, but that's what I'm saying. I'm bringing the whole Texan
I
thing.
feel like
I'm
the
no
first one
longer
were
an
assholes.
American.
I'm just Texan.
I'm a Texan.
I'm Texan. Yeah,
Yes.
I am too. But there's some asshole Texans too. Trust me.
No, there's some asshole Texans. So I was talking about
What
driving
if we
through
just
the country.
kick out California and New York? I think everything would work itself out. We just got rid of them fuckos.
Those states are fun, though.
They're
Both are.
fun, but they don't want to be a part of America, right? They don't want to learn to speak American. Who said that? Palin, right? Sarah Palin.
You know, I
Would you?
bet you if New York and California broke off, I bet you the Spanish would become the dominant language of both those states.
I think
By-
that we
by
wouldn't have
far.
fights anymore.
I think English would lose to Spanish for both those states.
I mean, California doesn't want to be a part of the politicians there. I say, like the people. A lot of the problems with New York and California is not the people, it's the fucking politicians. None of the politicians want to be a part of the country. If that's the case, get the fuck out of here, man.
Why don't we just kill all the politicians?
Dustin.Schneider at jerryjonestownmassacre@gmail.com.
There's this place down south. It was this little
It
camp.
is being ruined by politicians. This country has completely taken a nosedive because of partisan politics, and it's fucking insane. We're gonna have something really bad happens pretty soon. Like it's gonna be real deal shit. It's gonna hit the fan at some point if these politicians don't start acting like leaders.
So there's this little area downtown, or down south, this village. It was once called the People's Temple Agricultural Project, also known as Jonestown. We could send all the politicians down there, get them all rounded up in the jungle there.
We don't have to go, do we?
No,
I wouldn't hang out with any of them.
we'll just give them some Kool-Aid, start the tape recorder.
I'd hang out with Barack. I think Barack Obama would be cool to
He's
hang out
not
with.
really a politician anymore. I mean, he's now living the civilian life. He shows up and stuff.
I'd hang out with W.
Same thing.
Hey, Stubbs.
I was down by his ranch when I did this drive.
You and Dustin want to come over tonight?
That is
Got-
one thing I
got
did
some
want to say.
marijuana.
That drive on Friday,
Mhm.
I lost track of how much Trump flags and Trump
Oh,
signs
yeah, man.
I saw driving through the countryside.
And they're funny. I
They're
saw one the other
everywhere.
day that like there's I could ones that are dumb
God
and
damn
don't
it.
see this coming.
Hold on, I gotta find it. It's Trump 2020, and it says, "Is it right here?" Oh fuck! I gotta look at my phone.
Like
You can fuck off or something like
Yes,
that.
yeah.
It's something like that.
well, the
I was
thing
like,
is,
is that a real
the thing that's sad is
slogan?
okay, so most of the people that we talk to that are into politics,
Yeah. Trump 2020, fuck your feelings.
I like that one.
That was
That should have been his
hardcore.
slogan. But
That
the
should
thing
be
is,
our Jerry
man,
Jonestown.
I'm
Fuck your
telling you
feelings.
though, I think I feel sorry for the ones that have jumped on the political bandwagon because it's that time it's that time to do it, and they don't know anything, that they don't know what they're talking about. Those type of liberals, because they're gonna have a heart attack. Like the ones that if you talk to some of our friends that are like, I'm a Democrat and I vote straight party and stuff, and study all the issues and everything like that, they already know. They're like, we're fucked. And it all happened with what happened with Bernie,
Well-
and then they put Joe Biden in there.
A lot
None
of
of them
people
like
are still
Miss
they're
Harris. None of them like
fringing-
her.
They're fringing this hold on though. They're like,
Well,
they're
because you know why? Because the
maybe.
toss is the U.S. Postal Service, and they're gonna say that it's all fraudulent. That's their long toss.
I have a whole rant about that too.
Well, that's their play, man, because that's it. Like Pelosi has lost her mind.
How many people?
She's just completely lost her shit.
You think there's a way we can figure this out on November 3rd, the night of November 3rd? How many people have a heart attack?
Oh, man, it's
Depending on
gonna be
who
up
wins,
there.
either way.
It's funny because on social media you'll see these idiots that don't know anything about politics because you've talked to them about it on social media, like end of Trump coming up, party time, November 3rd.
Or when
Get
you-
ready, motherfuckers.
Or when you could run into them at a bar or something, they'd start talking about stuff. You're
Yeah,
like, you're just
you realize you're setting yourself up again.
you're just talking. You're using all the talking points that TV is feeding you. You
Yeah.
have no
Right.
original thoughts or ideas about.
I really
anything.
think that's about what's going to be that's what's going to happen. And the reason is because I'm personally have talked to about 3 people in the last 2 weeks that know their shit politics wise and have said there's 0% chance that I vote for Biden. He's full of shit. He's the racist is what they tell me. They're like, he's the one that's fucking used the black community more than anyone.
Well, what
And
about
he just thinks that the minorities are going to give him their vote, and he just he doesn't say anything, and that's what pisses them off. They had a candidate. They had 2 really good candidates that just got overlooked for this fucking douchebag Joe Biden, and they know they're screwed.
his biggest interview? Well, he did one with David Muir this past weekend, but his other biggest interview was with Cardi B, and nothing was said in that interview
And
worthwhile.
then the next, like that day, she went on a rant about her vagina,
Yeah, about stinky ass dick going in her vagina,
and how you
she
got to have
keeps-
fluids and stuff.
I don't even understand.
It's a shit show, man.
It's
a
embarrassing.
funny shit show.
It's sad.
And it's just the beginning.
It is just the beginning, but I don't know.
It's funny, but
I
that's the
really
other thing that
wish
scares people
the
is
bars were open so that way on November 3rd we could
Yeah.
go watch people melt down either way. Like I would love to go to where a bunch of rednecks are and watch them melt down if Biden wins, or go to like the chat and watch the whole room melt down when Trump wins again,
Yeah.
and just watch everybody get pissed and just oh my god, and start
Yeah.
crying. Either place, I would like to see.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But have you listened to the Tim Dillon Joe Rogan episode yet?
No, the new one.
Yeah, I was listening to it, and I think what's funny is they both came to the conclusion that we're going to go several days or weeks
Without knowing.
without a president,
Probably will.
like we did with Bush and
Because either side's going to say bullshit, but they're going to fight it tooth and nail. That's what it's probably going to start a civil war, honestly, because no one's going to give up. There's going to be some dumb
True.
horse shit that comes out, and whoever actually lost is going to like take it the distance. It's going to draw out, and it's just going to be a fucking mess.
Since you're going out there, East Texas, Northeast Texas, have you been looking for ammo in small towns?
Man, I'll start looking for it, but there's not many places out there. That's why I like going out there.
Well,
Because I'm away from all this horse shit.
no, and that makes sense. But just for stocking up purposes, because all the places in the city get hammered right off the bat.
Mhm. We need to go shooting this weekend, actually.
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Holding on
Sunday.
to ammo.
Oh, we're in collection phase?
Or still in collection phase.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun. I got to go.
I do too. One more thing I wanted to talk to you about. Did you
Another
see
sponsor?
the Chris Cornell statue got vandalized?
No. Good gosh, man.
This is
What'd
what I
he
was
do?
talking about with the statues.
What the fuck did he do?
You can pull down the Confederate statues.
I thought
you
we
can
were done
attack
with that
them.
already. I thought the law changed, and if you did it, it was a federal offense. and they took-
10,000 or 10 years.
Yeah,
right?
10 years automatically,
10 years in
and it
prison.
stopped happening.
Well, they defiled the Chris Cornell statue in Seattle outside the Museum of Pop Culture that they just erected because I guess they thought he was a slave owner or something.
Chris
one
Cornell.
He needed to be attuned for his sins.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Fucking, this is the world we live in.
Not much longer, man.
You think it's gonna?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mushroom party's right around the corner.
Think so?
Yeah, for sure. And I might just bounce. Like, honestly, the more I go out to the country and stuff, the more I'm like, well, I could actually go a little farther and farther and farther. Like,
We need to group together.
I'm
and
thinking
buy
about
the
going to
land.
Cabo for my birthday. Just get the fuck out if they let us in, because no one likes Americans right now.
No, they're letting you in. It's just when
getting
you
back.
return.
Yeah. So
My company issued all sorts of bullshit today that I was fighting about.
that's it. I mean, and that's the thing. There is some civil liberties that are temporarily being trampled on right now. Let's pray that it's temporarily. I mean, there is some of these dumbasses that are yelling and screaming about how bars can't open. They have a point. There are some things that have been trampled on. Why is it that we can go to Chili's, but you can't go see someone do a stand-up act?
It's
Why
true.
can't you see a band play? But you
It's
can
true.
go. You can go to Twin Peaks.
Why do I have
and
to go
watch a basketball game?
in? A store has two entrances. Why do I have to go in one entrance with everybody else?
I
Why
don't
am
know.
I filtered through there like cattle? Why can't I shop at certain stores at night? Why do they have to close early?
Yeah, what does that have
What's
to do
the
with
difference
anything?
with daytime COVID and nighttime
What
COVID?
I always wondered that. Why did they cut the hours for stores? Because there's only 1 hour that
Fucking
they
know.
they did it at first because the elderly, they wanted to bring them in early,
Mhm.
like at 7 o'clock in the morning, and let them have an hour. Okay, well
I
that's
don't know.
7. That's 7 to 8. What about the rest? Like, why are we shutting down at 11 now?
I have no idea. Have you heard the new amendment that's been going around? That certain companies are telling their employees?
Mm.
I'm waiting for my company to do this. And that's when I will climb up on, I will drive to Dallas,
Uh-oh.
go into either HR, whoever throws us down, one of the managers or HR. I will climb on their desk, pull my pants down, and take a giant shit on their desk.
I've always wanted to do that, especially to a big boss.
Because they are starting to tell, different companies are starting to tell their employees, if you
Go on a trip.
go on a trip, that's your resignation. I will take that as your resignation.
Like, to another state?
No. to
Another country?
out of the U.S.
But the U.S. is the most infected. That makes 0 sense.
0 cents. But if you decide to go on a trip out of the country, that will be your resignation from this company. That's the way it was handed down to the employees of these companies.
That's insane, man. Now that's scary.
My company tomorrow is enacting where you have to spray your forehead and do a questionnaire on your phone. And depending on how you answer the questionnaire,
You
on an
might get to
app,
work. You might not
you
get to
might
work.
get to work, you might not get to work. If it tells you can't work, we were talking today, we thought it was you were going to have to go home for one day. You have to go home for 72 hours before you can come back.
Well, a lot of people are 14 days.
Unpaid. 72 hours
See,
unpaid with
That's
no
horseshit. If they're going to make
symptoms.
these bullshit policies to try to save money, because that's what it is. They're trying to save money.
Yeah.
They think they gotta because the economy's down, so there's not as many people buying fucking shit that your company does, subscribing to shit that your company does, and so what they're trying to do now is okay, well then we can't pay our staff that we've like been over for fucking 30 years. So now, and the bigwigs aren't getting that fucking yacht money, and so
The thing
now
is
we
with-
got to make it back somehow and
with-
not pay medical leave.
With my company, they're making money hands over fist because everybody needs service in their house.
So what happens if someone has a baby and the wife goes into the hospital? Are they like, oh, you got to quarantine for 14 days because you're in a high risk zone?
No, we get maternity pay.
What?
So they're
Even if
out
so
for
what if the
like
father
90
doesn't want to
days
use
or
it? He
60.
wants to go back to work though. Would they let him?
I don't. There's so much shit that no one knows because I was asking all sorts of questions today, and so were all my coworkers, and none of them could be answered because this is one of those things where they're telling us to do it. My company is very on their P's and Q's when it comes to documentation, when it comes to something that's a huge change or a
Mhm.
policy change or needs to be a quote unquote law within the company.
Right.
A policy that's going under your code of business conduct or whatever. They always hand out huge documentation so everybody knows.
Yeah.
This, probably the biggest thing that's ever changed in the 23 years I've been there. No documentation. It's just, we're going to tell you what to do and you're going to do it. But we have no documentation. It's way open for all sorts of legal issues because now I have to submit my stuff through an app. Where's that information going? That's HIPAA information that's being sent out.
Nurses can't even use nurses cannot use personal tablets or cell phones or shit to take notes about their patients because of HIPAA.
Yeah. So now I'm using a company device.
And you don't know who's running that engine.
Where does it
Who's-
go on the other end?
yeah.
Who's taking it? And
Yeah.
what are they doing with that information that I fill out? And the questionnaire is very, very intrusive. It's not like just take your temperature. How are you feeling today? Have you been around someone with COVID?
It's like,
have you left
had
the
butt
country?
sex in the last 2 weeks?
Where were you yesterday? Where have you been in the last 24 hours? What
What the hell?
do you think you've been around someone that has COVID? What kind of bullshit is this?
I don't think that's going to last, probably.
Well, a lot of companies that have gone this way have had lawsuits and gone through stuff saying that this is a HIPAA violation
Yeah.
and you can no longer gather data this way.
Okay, so here's another thing that bugs me that I heard is why are teachers not considered essential workers? Nurses are, police are, like fucking I am. A grocery
Why am
store
I?
worker is, but how come a teacher that's in charge of teaching our kids? Did you hear that too? By the way, okay. In that rant, but did you hear about the place up in fucking where was it? Man, Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee. That is requiring that their parents of the students in an elementary school, I think it was, sign a release saying that they will not eavesdrop on the lessons.
Yes. Yeah.
What the fuck?
No. First off,
Yeah.
you send something like that out,
That's just going to make me fucking like, okay, what the fuck are we teaching here then?
it's like telling a kid don't don't sit that close to the TV. And
Right.
the only thing they want to do is sit close to the TV.
Well, you hear
Or-
these crazy conspiracy theories about we're not sending our kids to public school because it's just a socialism doctrination. Well, you just fed into
proving
it.
it.
You just
You
fed into
just
the argument
proved
by
it.
making sending that home. Guess what? Now my ears. Now I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
What are you teaching my kids?
Okay, it's probably not that,
It's not.
but. And the thing is, it's teachers going. They don't want probably parents butting in like, I don't think that's right during the middle of a lesson. That's understandable, but that's the world we live in right now. You're not gonna get parents to fucking sign anything or say that they're not gonna eavesdrop on something that's being taught to their kids. And this is the thing. You know what the compromise
You know
was?
what it is? It's probably a parent that's going. They're teaching the kid the new math, and the parent's sitting there going,
Yeah, I'm
that's
not. No,
that's not how that
it
goes.
works. Yeah.
That's not how that works.
2
That
plus
doesn't make
2
any
does
sense."
not equal 5.
Yeah, that's probably
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
So, but and here's you know what they compromised with? You can listen, but you have to get the teacher's permission. Okay, that's gonna work real well.
I don't have to get anybody's
I don't have to
permission
get, especially
do
when they're talking to my
anybody
kid.
in my to do anything in my house.
My kid's a minor. You can't you can't fucking question my kid, but the law enforcement can't question my kid if I'm not around. If they're under 18,
True.
if they're a minor.
True.
So why the fuck would I let a teacher just do whatever and I can't just fucking sit there and listen?
Yeah. No.
Fuck you,
No,
man.
fuck you. This is my kid's at home in
Yeah.
this house using
right.
devices. I'll do whatever I want. I'm not going to get your fucking permission. It's the same thing going back to my company going, you have to report everything you do off duty that's questionable or any interaction you have with a
My
cop,
whole life.
you're supposed to report on this little app. Fuck you. What I do when I walk outside of that door in this company, unless it's a driving issue like DWI or whatever, since I have a driving job, doesn't involve anything in this company. They
Yeah.
can fuck off with my personal life.
Yeah.
What I do in my personal time has nothing to do with what I do at work.
Yep. And if you don't like that, Jeremy spoke in class today.
So we commit suicide? Is that what you're talking about in front of a bunch of people?
Kingdom of Wicked.
I don't understand where that went.
I was listening to Pearl Jam. Hey, I
Anyway.
know people like you. I've seen Dallas Buyers Club. What does that even mean?
Hey,
What
we
are you
didn't
talking
we
about,
didn't
you
even say
fucking
anything about
psycho?
this, but we do need to end the show with this about the news we found out right before the show.
Mm-hmm.
The front man of local huge metal band Power Trip, man, they're fucking gigantic.
Yeah, one of my favorites too, man.
Riley Gale passed away today at 35, and the cause of death is still unknown.
That sucks.
Like said, this was posted
20 minutes before the show
yeah,
started.
20 minutes before the show. You found it. I had to come over here and look and be like, what the hell, really? Because these guys are on the top of everything right now as far as, I mean,
Metal,
there's nothing
yeah.
going on, but they were playing.
And Riley
huge
he was involved in a bunch
festivals
of projects too with some cool people.
He just did something with Ice-T
Mm-hmm.
and Body Count. They
Yeah.
just did a video together. That's like the last thing I remember seeing Huge before we went into lockdown.
Yep. Sucks,
That was
man.
going on with them. But yeah, this is pretty sad.
Yep. So
35.
put them in your thoughts, the family and the band, because
Yes.
that's rough.
Good God. I'm reading this thing about the award they won, 2017 Loudwire Music Awards. They beat out Pallbearer, Body Count, Obituary, Dragon Force, and Municipal Waste.
Yeah. Yeah, they're an awesome style of music, awesome band.
Local
Straight
dudes around
Texas
here, man.
too. No, you're proud of it too. So,
Yep, right out of Dallas.
and he was a cool dude. Everything I read, I mean, I've never met him, but
Well, Riley was always down at Panther City Vinyl.
yeah.
Down
Oh,
there
they
on
were big. Yeah,
Magnolia.
he was a vinyl collector.
Yeah, vinyl
He did
collector.
they
He's
did a sh-
always down there.
He did a
running around
show
doing stuff.
show that I was telling you about that they do out in L.A. at What's in Your Bag.
Amoeba.
Yeah, Amoeba. What's in Your Bag? They did an episode,
Yeah,
and he was all over it. So,
but you would see him like walking around and messing around down there
Looking at
along
vinyls.
Magnolia, just doing stuff, hanging out. So
well, that's no good, man. I
no
hope,
good at all.
Hope everybody's okay. Like, that's got to be a shock to the local music scene and the national music scene, the thrash, the neo thrash scene, all those, all those badass bands, and then all the people, the roadies, and all their friends and family. It just sucks.
You want to hear
It's a lot like Dave, right in the peak of a drowning pool.
You want to hear some
That's what it reminds me of.
other musicians? Like, I've been waiting for this to come in, but it's being posted. Do you want to
Oh,
hear
about people freaking out?
Ice-T? I just
yeah.
got the news. He was only 35. I'm devastated. Still don't know how. I'm speechless. It's so fucked up. Shaking my head. Prayers. Scott Ian, just heard about Riley. God damn it. Sending love to his family and his friends. So scroll through here. Who else? They're posting them, putting them up. Coheed and Cambria, rest in power. Riley Gale of Power Trip. We were looking forward to making memories next year. Our thoughts are with all of you. So yeah, this was just breaking before we started the show. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Code Orange. Rest in peace, Riley. You made a huge dent in heavy music history that will last forever. So, I know Fort Worth is not really known. Its metal scene kind of gets shit on or whatever, but this was another huge band
From the
right
area.
here in our grasp. It doesn't get talked about much. I know
Because it
you-
happened so fast. North Texas, like they were,
They blew up so quick.
yeah.
But I mean, you can just go through Twitter right now and put in, Power Trip or Riley Weed and see all these people that loved him that are huge names.
Mm-hmm.
So didn't they tour with Metallica?
I think they have. I know they toured with Lamb of God a lot,
And they toured with Slayer, right?
and Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse.
They toured with a bunch of, probably everybody. They play those festivals out in Europe all the time. Fucking everyone.
Yeah, they were big names on those festivals.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did anything with King
Probably. I'm sure they did.
stuff or whatever. Anyway,
Sucks.
it really does suck.
Now let's go get drunk.
I'll break my drinking vow just for this.
All right.
Okay, let's get out
I
of
got
here.
to do it in Las Colinas, though.
Oh, can't drink here?
All right, man. I got to do it.
Then I gotta drive back home. All right,
Yeah.
we're out of here. Later.
Leaf's gone. She's
Oh.
in Turkey.
Oh, she went to Turkey? Is she gonna have to be quarantined when she comes back? We're still on YouTube
I don't know how she got out because she was in New York for like 4 days
before flying.
before flying.
I'm gonna kill this is the stream. I'm gonna kill the stream now. Good night, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So how does that work?